Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today's video is going to contain 10 super rares. That's right, 10 hunts for 10 different super rares. We're here for another mega video on the channel with a bunch of our videos combined into one big compilation so you guys can just have one video to go to with a ton of cool super rares. Now, a couple of these videos that will be included in this video contain multiple super rares, so you're going to get actually more than 10 of them in this video. It should be a fun time. You guys have been loving these mega compilations, so I've decided we're going to continue doing them as much as I can, but not too much to where it gets old. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what I should do next for one of these compilations, you know, whether it be like albinos or melanistics, or maybe I should pick one hunt from every year or something like that. Let me know what you guys want to see, because there's a lot of possibilities with this series. Now let's go ahead and kick things off with a couple of super rares we got on Rancho del Arroyo back during our, I believe, second or third Great One grind of all time. This was a pretty crazy moment where we got a diamond piebald 2 days in a row. After that, we'll show some other super rares, and yeah, let's get into it.
These last couple days have by far been the most incredible days I have ever had grinding for the Great One here on Rancho del Arroyo, and there's a couple different reasons for that. Number one, we've had so many diamond potential deer showing up in such a short amount of time, which just has not really been the case for most of our grinds. We've had lots of I guess, Great One luck over the 12,000 kills that we've achieved, but we never really had as many diamonds as a lot of people seem to get. Well, that has all changed recently with this last grind that we've been doing, where we're chasing after our 5th Great One. We have had more diamonds show up recently than in any of the previous Great One grinds that we have done. And we've had something even more insane happen in the last couple days, and we're going to take a look at that today. First off, let's go ahead and kind of give you guys a bit of a backstory. So basically what had happened was I had took a couple days off of the grind. I wanted to do some other stuff, hunt on Silver Ridge Peaks for Honga Savannah, all those other maps. And so we spent a bit of time doing that. And then when we came back to it, we ended up going for the Great One once again here on Rancho del Arroyo. And we did a few different runs on the stream, and when we finally hit our 3rd run through of all our zones for the day, we ended up spotting something I never thought I would actually get to lay eyes on. And that was a diamond potential level 2 piebald. So without further ado, let's take a look at that. I think that's a big piebald, but it's at such a weird angle I can't tell. Oh, that most definitely is a giant piebald. Oh my gosh, look at the size of him. Are you kidding me? That is a huge piebald. Wow, that is crazy. What a find. That's definitely a piebald, right? Oh yeah, it definitely is. This could be a diamond, I think. Oh my gosh, I think we have a diamond potential piebald in front of us. Oh my gosh. I just realized what this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a diamond potential piebald. This could be my first super rare whitetail. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. I'm not going to take any risks with this guy. That is a giant. Absolute giant. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. It looks really wide too. This could be good. This might be the one. Can we get him? This is our 3rd run at this lake today. And we have something insane right here. Please let this be a diamond. Please let this be a diamond. I will be so happy if it is. Run 3 of the day. 3rd time visiting this lake. And we've got a potential diamond piebald. Are you kidding me? I can't believe that. It's a guaranteed super rare because rare score top estimate. They don't always nowadays, Spencer. There is sometimes where they score lower. But if that's correct, then I will be so excited. Please be a diamond. Please. It looks good. Like, it looks so good. Diamond! Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Super rare whitetail. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Finally. The super rare dry no luck streak is finally over. I have gone over a year and a half without getting a super rare, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. What a super rare to get. I can't believe that. Wow, that is insane. I don't even care if we get another great one at this point. That's insane. This is what my grind was originally about. DK Greer, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate that. For the super rare. Man, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I can't believe we got it. Just so you guys know, after I got my second great one, my goal was to get a super rare as my third, like, animal for the multi-mount. I wanted to have a multi-mount that was 2 great ones and a super rare. Well, we got 2 other great ones before finding that super rare, but we finally got it. We finally have a super rare to add to one of our mounts. And, well, speak of the devil, we did just find another piebald. This one's just a doe, unfortunately. One of the unfortunate side effects of shooting every deer you see with the strategy that I use for hunting the great one. My strategy has always been to just shoot everything in sight regardless of whether or not it's a buck or a doe, and unfortunately, that does mean you will get some rare does occasionally instead of it being rare bucks. But it is what it is. It's still a rare, and we're definitely going to take it down. But let's go ahead and continue talking about what happened with the super rare. So we got that super rare buck. It ended up making it at 256.10. We took a moment to go take a look in our lodge and try to figure out where we were going to put it. We eventually decided on the mount to put it in, and so we jumped back into the map so that we could continue hunting. And well, what happened next was we ended up finding ourselves another diamond potential. And this one wasn't a piebald, but it was still a diamond potential deer. And it had just happened on basically the same run as that super rare. There we go. A level 3 from the same run as the piebald. I just was talking crap about this zone as well. I was just talking about how I hate this zone. And yeah, there's a level 3. Wow. That's crazy. What is going on? We take like 2 seconds to go check out that piebald diamond in the lodge. And we come back and we've got a 3. From the lake that I just said I hated. Is it a diamond? It's a diamond, 256, nice. Oh, we definitely have some things heating up. Definitely got some stuff going. Please, please tell me the great one's close. A super rare and a diamond, like within 20 kills of each other? It's gotta be close, man. Like, it's gotta be close. I really hope at least. I really hope we're close. Like, we have to be. That's crazy. Could this be the day? Trash talking lakes equals good stuff. You're not wrong. That's how we got our third great one. I said that I hated the zone, and we got a great one in it. So that was what we had going for us a couple days ago, but it was what happened next that made it even hard for me to believe, and because of the fact of just how unlikely this is to happen, I have decided that instead of unlisting the live streams like I normally do to kind of prevent clutter on the channel, I'm gonna leave those 2 live streams up so that you guys can go ahead and take a look at them, because It is just one of those things that you have to see live in order to fully believe it. Even I didn't believe it myself because it was just such an unlikely thing to happen. But after 12,000 kills, not only did we get one super rare, we managed to get a second super rare, and it just happened to be the first thing that we spotted that day, which absolutely blew my mind. We spent about 6 minutes trying to get my internet to cooperate, right? And by the time we finally got it to where the stream was working, give or take a little bit to its full potential, we were able to start the hunt. And when we did, the first thing we laid eyes on was a level 3 piebald that trotted out from the brush in the distance. One of those moments you really just can't explain without actually having experienced it yourself. It was one of the most incredible things I think I've ever seen in Call of the Wild. You would think that out of 12,000 kills I would have got a super rare in the past, but it was just until now that we finally got one, and we managed to get 2 in 2 days, which still just doesn't even seem real to me. And nobody could believe it in chat. It was one of those moments where we spotted that thing and just everybody freaked out. It was just such an incredible thing to experience. And though it'll probably never happen again, I hope one day we manage to get something just as incredible. But even if we don't, this was still one of the most insane things that I've ever had happen in Call of the Wild. This tops any great one that we've ever killed. Getting 2 super rares within 2 days, let alone like in the same grind, is just incredible. Within 100 kills of each other, we managed to get 2 of these guys, and I think it's about time we take a look at that second one. There. If they missed that, then they're just not looking. Oh. Are you kidding me? What is this? What is going on? I haven't gone on Call of the Wild since yesterday's stream. I haven't touched this game since yesterday. Oh my gosh. Map be broken. I know, right? I've never had this kind of luck before. I think that's gonna be a diamond too. Are you kidding me? Everybody's gonna think this is fake. I can already tell. What are the odds? What are the odds? Oh my gosh, man. Why is my luck just suddenly good? We've had such bad luck throughout our grinds when it comes to rares. We've had hardly any rares, and now this is the second diamond potential piebald. I know, Kylie, we gotta be close to another great one. I don't know what to do. What do I take this thing with? This is just incredible. This is insane. Oh my gosh. I am like shaking so much. What should we get? What should we take it with? Let's do the Wildcat. We haven't used the Wildcat on anything as far as I know. I'm gonna go Iron Sights too. We have to. Oh my gosh. Dude. There's no way this is real. There's no way this is real life. There's no way this is real life. I have to be dreaming. I guess the months and months of complaining that I don't get any super rares has paid off, because now we've got a second one in front of us possibly. This is honestly the Kill Clinton luck, because he had some crazy luck with the red deer where he got his great one and his super rare really close together. I think Lady Legend had the same type of luck with great ones. What is it, like 5 in 10 weeks? I just get the super rare luck apparently now. It's so nice to see our map finally producing, because we've just for the longest time had terrible luck with rares, terrible luck with super rares, okay luck with great ones, but not like anything insane. But now it's finally starting to heat up. We're finally starting to get some good spawns that are just insane. Yeah, he doesn't care about the call. Feels bad. Feels bad. Well, yeah, the pistol has pretty good penetration. 44 Magnum's pretty strong. There we go. That's what we needed. Oh my gosh, we did it. We got it. Are you kidding me? Never before have I had 2 super rares close together. In fact, this is only the 4th super rare we've ever found. And I think it's pretty much guaranteed because 257 was the upper estimate, and typically rares score at the high end. Oh my gosh. Come on, please. Oh. Is this even real life? Oh my gosh. Dude. I can't believe this. All the hard work is finally paying off. I mentioned this yesterday, but originally I didn't want a 3rd great one. Originally I wanted 2 great ones and a super rare. And well, it's taken us 4 great ones just to get our first super rare, and then we got another one the next day. I'm just absolutely blown away. I've never had this type of luck in Call of the Wild before, like, not this crazy. Now we gotta search for a albino or melanistic diamond, if that's even a possibility. It's always piebalds for me, but I'll take it. Well, we've got a pretty crazy mount to build once we get done with this stream. In fact, I kind of want to go build it now. Like, I kind of want to build it now. We got a super rare yesterday, then a diamond after that, and now another super rare. There's got to be a great one close. There has to be a great one close. Like, I believe Ron McTube had some crazy luck with like level 3 rares and stuff like that right before one of his great ones, or right after one of his great ones. And since I know there's still going to be a couple people that probably don't believe that this actually happened, like I said, I am going to leave both of the live streams up on the channel instead of unlisting them like I typically do, which, by the way, even the unlisted ones you guys can still view by going into the stream's playlist. It just doesn't show up in the channel feed so that it's a little bit less cluttered. That way you guys can find the videos easier, but I am going to leave both of these up so that you guys can go back and view them whenever you wish. That way you can see exactly how it unfolded live, because it was one of those things, like I said, that is just so unbelievable that I wanted to make sure you guys can go back and see exactly how it happened for yourselves. That way you have no question on whether or not it was legit, since I know anybody that's not familiar with the channel will probably have those assumptions. But anyway, you would think that this would be the last thing insane that we would have had happen, but we did actually manage to find one more cool trophy during that stream, and it just ended up being another level 2 diamond, which it seems like we've been finding a lot of the level 2 diamonds recently instead of the level 3 diamonds, but honestly, I'm happy with it regardless, because a diamond's a diamond, even if it was a level 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the final trophy of this video. Is that another diamond? Is that thing another diamond? Wait a minute, that might be another diamond. What is our luck right now? We're on an insane heater. Like, this is the biggest heater I've ever been on. I've never had this many diamond potential deer in such a short amount of time. I have with red deer, but never with whitetail. We have to be close. Like, there's no way we're not close. I'm convinced we're close to a great one. We have to be at this rate. That is, I think, a guaranteed diamond whitetail over there. That is one of the biggest level 2s I've seen. We're gonna wait for that guy to come back. Oh my gosh, look at the size of him. Oh my gosh, that's crazy huge. This has to be a diamond. Yeah, this is for sure, Shelly. This is a massive heater, like huge. Like I was saying, I've never had this many diamond whitetail back to back, and I've got almost 12,000 kills at this point on whitetail. Never before have I seen this many diamond potentials back to back like this. This is crazy. Out of almost 12,000 kills, never before have we ever had this luck. This is crazy. Yeah, we could maybe do that, KC, if you want to jump in soon. We could maybe do something like that. I was saying this earlier, Casey. You have the You've got the red deer luck, and it seems like I've got the whitetail luck. Which is unfortunate because I want the red deer luck, but I never get the red deer luck. But I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the whitetail luck as well. Is it a diamond? 260.70 it is. Roughly the same weight as the last one as well. Just barely into that range where it's still a level 2, but about to be a level 3. That's wild. Yeah, this is a massive level 2. I think this is my biggest level 2 ever. Crazy. Lottery, yes, I should probably go buy a lottery ticket with this luck. Should probably go buy a lottery ticket at this point, because it just keeps on getting better. You know, I was going to just make tomorrow's video a highlights video of like all of our whitetail highlights that I haven't posted, and then have the super rare at the end, but now I gotta completely rethink that plan because we got 2 super rares and 2 regular diamonds in the last 2 days. So I gotta completely rethink that video idea. I don't think I've ever, in my entire time playing Call of the Wild, had 4 diamonds of the same species in such a low amount of kills. I think that was 4 diamonds in roughly 100 to 125 whitetail, which is just absurd, and for 2 of those to be super rares, the odds of that is just astronomically low, to the point where I honestly don't blame people if they don't believe how this unfolded, because it is quite an unreal story, and you would have had to be there to really get the full experience, and I really just don't even know what to say still. It's such a crazy thing to have, and to be able to say that I've had 2 super rares in 2 days is something I never thought would be a thing, especially since my luck is notoriously bad with super rares. I've had okay Great One luck. I've now bagged 4 whitetail Great Ones in 12,000 kills, and then the 1 red deer Great One that took about 3,000 kills to get, but my luck with super rares has never been great. Before these guys right here, I only had 2, and one of them was from before I even started YouTube, which means it's more than 2 years old. So my luck with them has just not been great compared to a lot of other people. It seems like most content creators get at least 1 or 2 super rares a year. Just hasn't been the case for me, but now we managed to get 2 in 2022, so this year is looking up for us, and I'm really excited to see what we can manage to accomplish for the rest of this grind. Now the question is, what's our Great One gonna be whenever we find the 5th one? I'm really hoping it'll be a rack we don't have. That would just be the icing on top of the cake for this. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the video here. I still can't believe that this ended up happening, and we do have this guy in the multi-mount with our Great One that ended up bugging out after the update. For those of you that are not familiar with this guy right here, this was actually the first Great One that we ever killed on the channel, and it was a common when we shot it, and then one of the updates that EW put out actually ruined the fur type and changed it to piebald, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess it does kind of make this look cool. But I still wish it was a common instead of this bugged out piebald fur, since technically Great Ones can't even be a piebald. They would be fabled piebald, so it's just really unfortunate, but sadly it's one of those things that was unavoidable, and it happened to a lot of other content creators and just regular players as well. But it's just crazy to have this multi-mount to go along with my triple Great One multi-mount. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and we have been continuing our Great One grind for the Great One Red Deer number 4, and along the way we have had many diamonds spawn with herd management and even a couple super rares, and well, today we have finally got our 3rd super rare to spawn in. And it's finally something a little bit different. The last 2 have been uneven, mismatched albino diamonds, but we finally have ourselves an even-looking piebald diamond red deer. But before we go take that guy down, I thought it would be good to take down this other piebald that I've been saving on my map for a little bit. We saw this guy all stream yesterday, and I said that I was going to wait until other rares spawned before I took him out. And well, with this super rare spawning, we can finally take down this guy over here. So we're going to test things out on this guy first, because I am going to be using the Glock to take them down, and I obviously don't want to risk it with the super rare without any practice, so we're going to go ahead and take down this guy right here. As you can see, I already took out one of the stags that was over there, and then I decided I might as well go get this guy with the Glock before I spook them off by shooting the 300 at them. Another reason we are going to be using the Glock with iron sights to take down this level 7 right here is because I would eventually like to take our next great one with the Glock and its iron sights, and this would be a good way to kind of test it on something that's at least a somewhat high value target to almost simulate the type of nerves that I would have when going after something crazy like this super rare or the next great one we end up finding. Obviously, it's not going to come quite as close to the real situation as I would like. It's not going to simulate it quite as well, but it's at least going to give us a chance to take down a somewhat good trophy with the Glock and the iron sights to give us a little bit of risk here. And we're about 50 meters away. Let's get ready to take it down, and I'm going to assume, yeah, wow. Okay, so I think what we did there was hit the heart. That looked like a heart shot. That is kind of crazy. So I believe the bullet does hit at the very top of the sights. That thing died so quickly. I can't even imagine that being anything but a heart shot. That was crazy. Well, let's take a look at it. I think this was definitely the heart, and yeah, it was. So that was a double lung heart shot. Took it down super quick. So we need to aim with the top of the iron sights, it seems, which I kind of expected that to be the case, but you never know. It could have been like the middle of the sights as well. It does happen on some guns, but it seems like with the Glock, it is the top of the irons. That's a good little piebald to get us warmed up to take down the much nicer piebald that we're going to go take a look at right now. So most likely this video will come out a couple days after I end up recording it, and I did spot this guy last night, and because it was so late at night and I wanted to get a full-on commentary and everything with this video, I decided to leave it for the night and come back in the morning and take it down, and that's what we're doing right now. But I spotted this thing a couple hours after Mel's Gaming got her great one in multiplayer, which is an incredible feat, by the way, and if you guys haven't checked out her video, be sure to go do that. But she's the whole reason that I jumped into here, because I saw that multiplayer great one, and it gave me the itch to go search for a great one myself and continue our great one Red Deer grind. And like 3 runs later, this guy spawned, and well, in the footage that we're about to show here, you guys can kind of see the moments leading up to it, and I moved up to this location, and the second that I spotted it, I immediately knew that this was going to be the craziest super rare that I have ever killed. And well, you can see just by my reaction, I completely stopped doing everything and just scrambled to get my recording software up. And then I got to thinking, you know, we'll take this in the morning when I can actually commentate over it. So that's what we're doing now, and we're going to stock up on this thing, try to get to about 50 meters and take a shot on him. Man, this guy is just so beautiful. It's crazy to think that all of our super rare red deer have spawned in the exact same zone. This is just a hot spot, and with our herd management grind, we have pretty much made it so we don't have to go to a lot of these other lakes up here, and this has been consistently our best location to go to. And also, if you guys are curious how we managed to get all of these super rares, take a look at my herd management guide. If I remember to, I'll put it down in the description. But herd management is a wonderful thing, and it gets your herds to a point where you can get a diamond every 10 to 20 kills once you get it to its maximum stages, and that's kind of where we are right now. We are currently 17,000 kills into the red deer grind, with 3 great ones and now 3 super rares. So even with herd management, it's still been roughly a super rare every 4,000 to 5,000 kills, give or take a few. But it's definitely made it a little more achievable, and that's why we see this guy right here is all because of herd management. And it's just crazy that I can finally put an even diamond red deer in our trophy lodge. Now we just need to go for that melanistic one, because we have 2 albinos and now we're about to have a piebald. Well, he's moving a little bit, which I don't necessarily like, but as long as he stays broadside, we should be okay. I'm going to try to get to right on 50. That way our shot is 100% accurate to where we're aiming. I think we should be good right here. So let's go ahead and stand up and get a shot into this guy. That should be a good hit right there.
Yep, he's going down. There we go. Level 9, legendary piebald red deer going down. 264 estimate should mean that he's going to score 264. As with most species, rares do score at the very top of the estimate. This is officially going to be the craziest super rare I've ever killed, I believe. Even though we did get the albino diamond red deer, and those are technically more rare, this guy is just so big. And I have been looking for an even rare red deer, or even rare diamond red deer, ever since we started the herd management grind, and it's just took so long to even get it. We had 3 troll piebalds in a row, then we ended up getting those 2 super rare albino diamonds, but both of them were really uneven and wonky and didn't look all that great. But now we finally have a super good looking diamond piebald red deer. This is incredible, and honestly, he died in a pretty good spot. That actually looks pretty good. Let's get our dog to lay down as we take a couple screenshots. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful trophy. Well, let's go ahead and claim it before anything weird happens with possible crashing, and that is a 264.72 diamond piebald red deer. That is just so insane to finally be looking at. My gosh, and he's very close to max weight as well. 237.51 kgs is very high up on the weight. That is so awesome. It's just so nice to get a somewhat even one. You can see it is slightly different, but it's close enough to where it still looks really good. But one antler is a little bit lower than the other, but still much nicer than the previous super rares we've killed. Though the actual fur type isn't as rare as an albino or a mela, still really cool. And I mean, while we're talking about really big red deer, we might as well show off another crazy red deer trophy I got recently, because I did shoot a 271 scoring red deer a few nights ago and didn't really have a video to put it in until now, so let's go ahead and take a look at that while we're talking. It was late at night once again, don't have any commentary over it. I shot the red deer just thinking it would be a normal sized diamond. I get up to it and pick it up, and next thing you know, it's one of the biggest red deer that I've ever killed, and in fact, it might even be my new record. I'm not 100% sure what my last 271 scored, but it was definitely 271 point something. This one happens to be 271.9, which I think is pretty much the same as the other 271 that I had got earlier in this grind. But regardless, still a crazy trophy to find, and he'll probably go in our lodge as well as this beautiful super rare piebald will. You know, at this rate, we're gonna have to replace most of our normal diamond red deer if we keep finding these super rares, and most likely with how long I plan to grind to get at least a couple more great ones, we're probably gonna find another super rare eventually, so I think we'll probably have to start moving some of these regular diamonds out of our trophy lodge, because obviously I'd rather have the super rares in here, but I think for this one, we're going to replace one of our diamond albinos, but I'm not sure which one as of now. That guy's 254. I'm thinking this one is going to be the one that we keep because it does score 256. So let's remove this guy over here and replace him with the brand new piebald. And just like I said the last time that we killed a super rare red deer from the herd management grind, I really hope that this just reinforces the fact that you really don't need to cheat in Call of the Wild to get trophies. A little bit of hard work and some time spent doing herd management, and you can achieve those same types of trophies that the people that stoop low enough to cheat would be able to as well, but you're doing it legitimately with the herd management method. So I really hope that that just reinforces that statement that you don't need to cheat in a game like Call of the Wild, and I still don't understand why people would do it when there is actual game mechanics that you can use to get those crazy trophies if you get good enough at managing your herds, and it can produce things like this guy right here. And I really hope that that is going to be something that a lot of people do take into account that may have been tempted to cheat to get some of the trophies that they wanted, but in reality, you really don't need to, because you can get just as much success from something like herd management. And I feel like my grind is a perfect example of that.
And the one that we just took down is now going to sit on this wall across from the very first mythical albino that we ever killed back in late 2020, because this guy still has a pretty special place in my heart, as he was the very first big rare red deer that I ever killed, and I was so excited to get him. And now look where we've managed to get ourselves since then, able to get 3 super rares versus back then where I was excited to even get a 7 or an 8 that had a rare fur type. And it's just crazy to see how far that we have come and how much we have learned about the game, to the point where we can start getting some of the more crazy trophies. And back then, that was when I really wasn't as deep into the grinding as I am now, and didn't know quite as much about how to get the big trophies. And so back then, getting a mythical albino was one of the most insane things to me, and I was so excited to do it. And it's just wild to see how far things have come and how much things have changed over the last year or two. Approximately 560 meters away is the location we took the greatest whitetail I have ever found in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Greater than any great one, and more majestic than any of the super rare pieballs that we have found in the past. This guy was an absolute beast, and he just happened to be the very first albino diamond whitetail that I've ever found in my entire time playing the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, you guys know that I have been searching for not only super rare whitetail, but red deer as well, and though I have had over 10,000, probably even 11,000 red deer kills at this point, I still don't have a super rare for them. But somehow I've managed to get 3 super rares for whitetail. I just feel like I've always had better luck with the whitetail, considering we also have 4 great ones, and for red deer we only have 2 great ones, but we've got about the same amount of kills between both of them. So I guess I just have the luck with the whitetail, and unfortunately not with the red deer, which are my favorite species in the entire game, so it's a bit unfortunate I don't get quite the same amount of luck with them, but my gosh, I am incredibly happy to finally have found probably my top want for a whitetail. This has by far been what I have been looking for the most out of every possibility that you could imagine with the whitetail deer. The only thing that I could think of that would be a little bit more exciting is if I could find the typical looking rack for the great one. But this guy right here is probably the best thing that we will find for a very long time, and before we take a look at him, let's go to the location where we ended up spotting him. We have finally reached the location where we managed to take down this absolute giant of a whitetail deer. And we're going to go ahead and take out a couple others while we're here, just real quickly, since we are already in the process of kind of moving through this area. I originally was searching these areas to find out where I needed to place my tents, and I ended up catching a glimpse of a rack that looked to be a pretty good one, and then I realized that it was also on an albino. And obviously, that immediately took my attention, and I was, at the time, just relaxing, watching a Kill Clinton stream, and trying to find all the locations that I needed to put my tents for this Revontuli grind, and then just out of nowhere, I see that guy, and my first thought is, oh, this could probably be a nice 230s albino. This will probably be one of my better whitetail deer. Little did I know that it was going to be something so much more incredible, and I think it's time that we just jump in and take a look at everything that happened. I am almost positive that that was a large albino. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, what? Oh, I swear if this is a level 3. That honestly looks like the level 3 rack. I was just hanging out here watching a Kill Clinton stream and kind of setting up our Revontuli coast, and I just see that giant run across that looks to be at least a 230s whitetail. I'm hoping it'll be even bigger than that. It definitely looks like it could be pretty big, but we won't really know till we can actually get a spotting on it, as the only thing that I can really go off of as of now is the fact that it does have kind of like the faded color in the tips of the tines. But that looks like an absolute giant whitetail. That might be my biggest albino ever. Now, we're not going to really know exactly how big until we can actually get up on it, but it definitely has potential to be a monster. But unfortunately, the wind is in a terrible direction, so I don't expect this to be super easy, and I've kind of been playing a lot of Way of the Hunter as of recent, since I'm currently preparing for the early access embargo to lift so I can actually post the footage. And, well, I've been kind of in the playstyle of Way of the Hunter, so it's been a little bit difficult kind of going back and forth between the two games since they play quite different. Oh my, no, he is a 3! Oh my gosh, he is a 3! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I don't think... So we've only shot maybe like 20 or 30 whitetail on the whitetail great one grind, and we already have my first ever albino level 3 whitetail. We've had 2 piebald super rares in the past, but never an albino. I hope this thing makes diamond. There is a very, very small chance that rack can troll. So I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but that very well might be a super rare, and if so, I could make an entire multi-mount of just super rare whitetail. That could be incredible if we can make it happen, though I don't know where he's gone. He kind of ran off after he got winded from us, so that's not good, but oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, there he is right there. Oh my gosh, there he is. Okay, we need to prone. I don't want to spook him off again since he's actually in a semi-decent location with the wind not going completely downwind. So that's a good thing. Let's just hope that he calms down and starts to come back in this direction. If he does, that'll be perfect. I hear footsteps, but I don't know if it's him. Okay, it's definitely not him. That is a doe. We gotta be extra careful that we don't spook him off. I don't want to have to continue chasing him, as we've had quite a few trophies in the past that just took way longer than they should have to get down. That's him right there. If we can just... Oh my gosh, he's down. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh, we actually got him down without anything bad happening. That is absolutely insane. I hope this guy makes it. I think he should. I think he should. I also never thought that I'd get a albino diamond whitetail before red deer, considering we've been doing some insane herd management with the red deer, but it seems like the whitetail might be our first ever. And it definitely looks like it. That is a giant right there. Now, we want to get a quick picture, but I don't want to crash the game. I've heard of people getting their game to crash by using the camera. It's a diamond! Oh my gosh. No way! It's actually a diamond. That might be the most insane super rare I've ever got, and it actually has a good rack as well. That is absolutely incredible. Gosh, I can't believe that we got this before we got a super rare red deer. That just doesn't make sense. We have killed over 250 not albino, but we've killed over 250 diamond red deer and no super rares. We've been trolled twice by level 9 piebalds, but never got a super rare. And this is now my 3rd whitetail super rare, and I've got roughly the same amount of kills, which is kind of crazy. Honestly, I've always felt like my whitetail luck is just better than my red deer luck. And I think that is continuing to be the trend. So hopefully we will get this great one really soon. Because we're already off to quite the insane start. And honestly, this is probably the best rack we could have got. This is my favorite rack for the whitetail deer. Even though it's not super big, like it's nowhere near being the biggest a whitetail can get, this is definitely my favorite of the different diamond racks. This one looks so nice and is probably the closest to being realistic, I'd say. So that is incredible. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say at this point. Honestly, I just want to take a look at this thing in the lodge, like right now. You know, I never thought I would have to choose between a great one or an albino diamond for a multi-mount, but I think it's a pretty obvious choice right here. We are going to take out this great one from this multi-mount and add our albino diamond to it because, to be honest, I'm a little bit more excited about that. So let's try to figure out where this is going to be in our trophy manager, and then we will make the brand new mount because that is incredible. This is now probably one of the best mounts we have in this entire lodge. A multi-mount of all super rare whitetail deer. This has to be the most impressive thing that we have ever managed to accomplish. I know getting that fully albino mount was probably a one that was pretty high on the list of accomplishments that we've had, but I honestly don't think anything can top this. Even our Great One multi-mount or our Great One red deer come nowhere close to 3 super rare whitetail. And now we've got to find a way to fit our Great One, and I think this is going to be the place to do it. Though I believe that this was for some type of special occasion, though I can't really remember what it was. I think we will replace it, but if any of you can remember why we put this guy here, let me know in the comments down below, because I definitely can't remember. And, well, if possible, I'd like to figure out exactly why we had such an average blacktail here. But there it is. There is our Great One whitetail deer. Unfortunately, this is the one that we got first. This was the very first great one we ever killed, and because of that, it was shot on Rancho during the time period where there was some weird stuff going on with fur types, and then whenever they updated to fix the weird issues with fur types, it caused this guy to go from a common to a piebald. If you guys are curious about that whole issue that happened for a while, I've got an entire video on the channel talking about it, so you should be able to find it just by searching Scarecrow, why I now have a piebald great one. Because that will kind of explain what happened shortly after the Rancho release that caused this guy to turn piebald. But he's no longer a centerpiece of our lodge, as we now have this beautiful super rare whitetail mount instead of being 2 super rares and a great one. And honestly, this is something that I've been striving to complete ever since we started playing Rancho del Arroyo and grinding the great one super heavily. This is something I had always wanted, and the fact that we finally got it is incredible.
Yeah, I kind of figured, Ormy. I kind of figured. I would have thought they could at least do it a little bit different, though. Make it a bit more in line with how real scoring would be. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, no way! Oh my gosh! No way! No way! Oh my gosh, super rare before a great one, are you kidding me? Super rare before a great one? No way! You know, this has been one of the most interesting Great One grinds we have ever done here on the channel, and it has also been one of the most fun ones that we have done here on the channel. Between the fact that we're on a brand new map that we have never done a Great One grind on, and the fact that we're back hunting red deer, this has been one of the most, like, I guess, refreshing types of grinds that we have done for a Great One. It's something completely different, and it has really gave us a completely different experience unlike any other. And just as I say that, we've got ourselves another level 9 legendary red deer on our herd management red deer grind here on Emerald Coast. For those not familiar with herd management, it's a grinding method that we do here on the channel for most of our Great One grinds because it increases the amount of diamonds that you get, and there's also a pretty high chance that it increases some of the Great Ones as well. Now, that last part is a little bit more up for debate depending on who you ask. However, it does seem like it does help at least some. But one thing that is completely undeniable is the fact that it does help you get more diamonds, and in turn makes it a little bit more possible to get super rares, which is what today's video is about, because it happened. On the live stream a couple of days ago, we managed to get ourselves a super rare red deer, and it came before our first Great One has. In fact, right now we're at 1,600 and I believe 90. Yeah, 1,690 kills into this Great One grind here on Emerald Coast, and we have not managed to get a Great One, but we did manage to get a super rare not that long ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at that beautiful super rare right after we go grab this diamond over here. Also, another thing I wanted to mention is that provided I don't end up getting a Great One before I end up recording this next video, we should have a red deer herd management guide out for Emerald Coast very, very soon. Again, if I end up getting a Great One, that'll probably become the next red deer video, but if we don't, then we'll end up doing the herd management guide next. But this guy right here is our first diamond of the day, and 255.07, that will be a diamond. Love to see it. Absolutely beautiful looking stag. But nowhere near as beautiful as the insane super rare that we got on the live stream the other day. I cannot wait to show that to you guys, as that is probably the craziest red deer trophy we've ever killed. Now, we have had super rare red deer in the past when we were doing our herd management grinds on Tiabaroa, but we were at a much more insane and extreme state of herd management at the time that we were getting them. With this grind here, we're still relatively early in the grind, so the fact that this thing showed up before a Great One is just absolutely insane, and I really did not expect it. Nor did anybody that was watching. It was the most unexpected super rare I think we've ever had show up. Now, obviously, I'm aware that if you're using herd management, you're going to get more super rares than if you weren't using it, but the odds of getting them are still quite low, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We're getting a diamond every 25 kills, and a rare is about 1 in 300 chance of spawning, so ends up coming out to around like a 1 in 7,500 chance, so the fact that we got this sub 2,000 is absolutely insane. And I could not be happier with what it was. So without further ado, let's get into the moments leading up to this beautiful super rare stepping out and our time taking a look at him and watching him throughout his time drinking there and getting as close as we could to get some beautiful pictures because it was quite an insane moment. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going? I actually wasn't. For once, I wasn't bad-mouthing the bears. The only thing I said about bears was that you don't have to main menu because they're all solos and they're not spooked when they respawn. There we go. Scarecrow sometimes knows how to aim. I promise. I know a lot of people thought that the spider rack for the Great One Moose wasn't realistic and that it could never happen, but there is pictures of moose that have that weird like spider looking rack. It's really, really freaking rare. But I mean, that's what a Great One's supposed to be in the first place. It's supposed to be like the fabled animals that people tell stories about. So it makes sense. However, I don't know if it makes sense to have this on like a mythical. Little strange looking. I mean, I could see it being like a Great One rack. I feel like that would fit better. Yeah, I'll show you exactly why, Sam. The scoring system is weird for red deer. Let's take this one for example. You'd think this is a pretty big red deer, right? Looks pretty similar to like the diamonds. Look at how they score things. Main beam length. The summed length of the main beams of both antlers divided by 2. So essentially, you're only getting 1 antler scored for main beam length. It's 6216 even though this totals up to like 124. Number of tines, 26. That's pretty self-explanatory. It just adds up the tines. Burr circumference. The summed circumference of the burr of both antlers, which is like the base of the antler. Inner spread. That's pretty self-explanatory too. Lower beam circumference. The summed circumference of the main beams of both antlers measured between the brow and tray tines. That's another one that's pretty basic. Same with upper beam circumference is the same thing. It's just like a circumference measurement. But then this is where it gets weird. Length of tray tines. The summed length of the tray tines of both antlers divided by 4. So instead of scoring like 44, it scores 11 in that category. Because they divide it by 4. Then we got the length of the brow tines, which would be 30 if you just added it all together. But then they divide it by 4. And so it ends up being 7.5. And then they also weigh the antlers. The summed weight of both antlers multiplied by 2. You see what I mean? This is a really weird scoring system. It's a strange scoring system for red deer. Yeah, I kind of figured, Ormy. I kind of figured. I would have thought they could at least do it a little bit different, though. Make it a bit more in line with how real scoring would be. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, no way! Oh my gosh! No way! No way! Oh my gosh, super rare before a Great One, are you kidding me? Super rare before a Great One? No way! No way, and it's albino! Holy crap! Holy crap! No freaking way, guys! Oh my gosh! I can't believe that! Are you gotta be joking! You gotta be joking! I know, Zachy. 3 albino super rares before a Mela super rare is crazy. Also, this is the first albino that I've had on this grind. We're 15... Well, actually, we just hit 1,630 kills in this grind, and this is the first albino I've seen. Oh my gosh. Look at that beast. Look at that tank of a red deer. Now we gotta take the long route around. and try to get close to get some nice pictures. I just can't believe this spawned before a great one. That just blows my mind that we got this before a great one. This is way more rare than a great one is. I just can't believe we got it to show up before a freaking great one. Like, that's just insanity. Oh, this is not a good angle. I really want to get some nice pictures, but he's going to be over the hill. I don't know if I'm going to get a good angle. Although, he's facing away. He's facing away from us, so we actually might be able to sneak up pretty closely. It's Big Rack, no split tines. Yeah, I couldn't... I wanted to get a little bit closer before I made a decision as to whether it was split or not. Because sometimes from a distance, like, the spotting thing can make it blurry. But yeah, I think it is the Big Rack. It's got really good mass, so I assumed it probably was. You think 256 or 260? I think it's going to be like 261 or 262. It looks like it's a low-scoring version of the Big Rack. It'll likely be low 260s. I'd be way too scared of spooking them to get that close. Yeah, it depends on the situation, right? Like, if the wind is bad, you definitely don't want to be trying to sneak up on them. It's also very helpful to have all the perks that help with making your character quieter on different surfaces. Or not perks, the skills. Like, if you have soft feet, it's really good to have. If you have improvised blind, it helps a lot because it makes you invisible in bushes. In some bushes, I should say. And also, if the animal is facing away from you, you can get closer than if it's looking at you. And this guy's going to be facing away from the direction that we're rolling up on him from, so... this shouldn't be too difficult. We should be able to get relatively close. You tell me none of these bushes hide us? This tree might. I don't know if this guy is, like, right next to us or if he's down a bit. Does this hide us? It does. Okay, that hides us. They're right over there. Where's he, though? Oh, that doesn't hide us. So we can't stand up. Dude, can we get to the blind? Can we get to the blind? I think he's far enough over that we can actually make it into the blind. Please let me in the blind. I wish I could see them. I can't see them very good from here. Okay, if he's right below the blind, then we're screwed. I don't think he'll... There's one right there. Oh. Oh, he's right there. Careful. I didn't think he was that close. Get in, get in, get in. Oh my gosh, no way. Dude, we're 15 meters. 15 meters away. If I get any closer, he will spook off. Yeah, he'll make diamond. Oh, he's a little wonky. He's a little bit wonky, actually. Okay, that actually looks sick, though. You think it'll be top of the estimate? It could be. I want him to turn to me. I don't want to get just pictures from behind. Can I jump? Do I not make noise when I'm in the blind? Oh, no, I definitely do. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are you doing to that other stag, bro? You're morphing through him. Gosh, that's so stunning. Dude. Oh, it is the right gun. It's the right gun. I got the 308 ready. 308's ready to rip. He's going down. And down he goes. Oh my gosh. Having that blind there was a lifesaver. Wow. It is top of it. It's max weight! No way! Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh. Gosh, it's been so long since I've killed a super rare red deer. This feels good. This feels good, man. It's been like, what, almost a year since we killed a super rare red deer? Back on the Tiawaroa grind. Herd management delivering. It is absolutely delivering. Holy man. So that is my 5th super rare red deer of all time out of 22,000 kills. That's crazy, bro. I can't believe we got him. Now he's in a good spot. Your lodge. Exactly. Now he goes to the lodge. We got a nice little double lung there. Holy crap. That is insane. Literally, like, one of my dream trophies. I like the albino and the Mela. I like the Mela a little bit more, but it's hard to, like, pick one or the other. They're both so nice. I definitely think the new albino fur looks a little bit better than the old albino fur. I like the fact that it's got the little pink highlights in it. I think that looks really good. Look how wonky he is, too. He's a wonky feller. He is a little bit wonky. As always, if you guys want to see the entire live stream where we found that thing, it'll be right here on the channel and shouldn't be too far back in our catalog of live streams. Just go to the channel here and click on the live tab and it should be right there. Another thing that we did during the live stream where we found that super rare is we added this zone back into the grind because there was a level 5 here that I still needed to try and shoot down. So now we're using this zone as another one to try and shoot down to a level 4 to try and get our herd management to be furthered a little bit. Furthered a little bit further along than we were. I don't even know if I said that correctly, but you guys get what I mean. We're using it to try and shoot it down to another level 4. That way we can improve our herd management just a little bit. And I'm going to do that with a few other zones as well, because there's at least 2 or 3 other zones where I've left a level 5 in the herd just because it was close enough to a 4. And I think at this point we're going to introduce them back in slowly and try to get them shot down fully. You know, another like 3 or 4 level 4s and below on the map may not sound like a lot, but at the current stage of herd management that we're in, it's going to help a decent bit. It might make our average become like 1 in 17 or 1 in 18 instead of 1 in 21 or wherever we're at currently. A couple days ago, we were at like an average of 1 in 21 per diamond. And then it kind of went up to like 1 in 25 after one of the live streams where we were on a really bad luck streak. Now we've had a bunch of diamonds show up again, so it might be down again. If I remember to do so, I will put up our current average on screen so you guys can see what we're currently at, and we're going to see if we can get this number to go down a little bit. There he is, right there. This is a level 5 that we are about to shoot, as it is in a herd, and this is a zone that I had kind of abandoned just because he was close enough to being one that's good enough to leave, but like I said, at this point, we're going to try and get a few of these small 5s that I left down to 4s or below. So this guy is going to be a great place to start. Plus, it'll get us another shootable for our runs and make it so we can kill slightly more per hour, hopefully. And we will see if we can get this guy to go down to a 4. And the reason this will likely get us more red deer per hour is the fact that, you know what I just realized? We could have left this. I just realized we literally could have left this. This is a low enough scoring one to where it scores about the same as a 4. I should not have shot him. But you know what? It is what it is. Might as well try to get him to become a smaller 4 or a 3 or something like that. But I actually could have left him as we look at that score. Man, unfortunate. But as I was saying, the reason this will give us more per hour likely is because the red deer tend to bounce between zones as you hunt them. So, for example, I may have 1 red deer in a zone, and then the next run, I might have 2 in that zone instead. There's always a few males that tend to bounce between all the zones that you're hunting. This happens with fallow deer and whitetail as well. Nobody really knows why, but some of them just bounce between your zones. And so there's a good chance that this guy's respawn may end up going to one of my other zones, allowing me to take 2 instead of 1 from a herd. Or vice versa, we might get an extra one popping up here. It's really hard to say. But regardless of what happens, let's hope we didn't make a mistake by shooting that thing. I think we should be okay, though. Let's just hope we can shoot it down to a 3 or something really small so it'll actually have been worth it. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit unfortunate because that definitely was low enough scoring to where I could have left it. So that's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. This guy right here is that beautiful super rare that we ended up killing during the live stream that you guys just saw in this video. Definitely my favorite super rare red deer that we have ever killed. This thing is absolutely incredible. It may not be 100% even. It is a little bit wonky, but this is still the coolest red deer super rare we have ever found. I still just can't believe that we have not got a melanistic super rare, especially with the fact that we had been spawning more melanistics than ever before during this grind. But instead, we get another albino super rare. This is our third one between our 2 different periods of red deer grinding. We got 2 albino super rares back on Tiawaroa during our 20,000 kills that we got there. And then we got one of them so far here on Emerald Coast. So hopefully we can make more of them show up in the future. But for now, this guy right here is certainly an insane trophy to get. And more than I ever expected to have. Almost 1,700 kills into the grind. I never expected this to show up before a freaking great one. Like, how do we not have a great one yet, but we have this? That's just insane to me. Pretty much the entire first day of release here for New England Mountains and the Great One Moose and all the stuff that came with it, I was grinding for the Great One Moose here on MEGAVID. We managed to go for about 9 hours live the very first day grinding for the Great One Moose, and I gotta say, it's one of the more intense streams that we've done in quite a while. It was 9 hours of just searching for zones, smoking moose, and one very insane trophy that we will get to eventually. But throughout the last day or two, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of the issues that arose with this update and a lot of the things that we were not told about until it dropped. And though I am quite annoyed with a lot of the stuff that has happened, including just not telling us that the fur types for the Great One Moose were going to be rares and that most of us will get a common fur type moose, but there's been a lot of bugs that have shown up as well. And well, at this point, most of you guys already know what those bugs are, and we've talked about them extensively throughout the live stream that we did that day, so I'm not going to get too deep into them today, as that's really not the focus of this video. But I did just want to acknowledge that I am too quite disappointed in a lot of the things that have happened, just like all of you guys. But that's not going to detract from the fact that I am very excited to grind for a Great One Moose, even if we aren't going to get a special fur type on it. Even if it comes out as a common, I'll still be pretty happy with it, as it'll still be a Great One Moose, and provided I get one of the racks that I was really hoping for, it'll still be a pretty cool thing to get, I feel. But nothing is going to top the trophy that we got on day 1 of the grind, and we will get to that soon. But first, we're going to kind of go over the zones that we have found and what our grind is looking like currently. Now, given this is definitely not all of the zones, but as of now, these are the zones that I have found. You guys will see 2 images pop up. One of them will be the top half of my map, and the other half will be the lower half of my map. So there's a lot of zones. There is a lot of zones for moose. These are just drink zones, by the way, as well. It's not nearly as much as New England, but there is still a lot of zones on MEGAVID. I believe I have close to 100 now. Maybe a little bit more than 100. I can't quite remember, but the point is, it's a lot of zones. That is a lot of ground to cover, and that means that this grind is going to take a long time. I believe throughout the 9 hours that I streamed on day 1 of release, we only killed about 250 moose, which is pretty crazy. If we were hunting something like whitetail or red deer, we easily would have killed probably 500 or more in that 9-hour period, and if we were far into the grind, it would have been closer to 1,000. So that alone is pretty insane. And another thing that's quite insane is this guy right here. This is the first diamond potential 4 that we have got stacked on the map. I do think this one probably will make diamond, so I did decide to leave it for our herd management grind. We will be leaving this guy as well as all of the 2s and below that spawn and any other level 5s that spawn. This moose grind has definitely been one of the more difficult grinds we've done here on the channel, but I gotta say, so far I actually am having quite a bit of fun with it. These moose, while difficult, are quite enjoyable to hunt. And in a lot of ways, it gives me that extra challenge that stuff like the whitetail and red deer sometimes fail to give, and it's still stayed relatively fun, which is amazing. We also didn't just get one cool trophy on day 1 of the grind. we did actually manage to get ourselves something else as well before that absolute beast showed up. So the first thing that we ended up finding was a little piebald moose, and I think it's about time that we take a look at him because it was the first good trophy of this grind. And I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the way the rare moose look with the new fur textures and the new models for the moose. It looks really good, and I hope to see some more of these revamps in the future for stuff like whitetail, because let's be honest, stuff like the whitetail piebald, it needs a lot of work. It's one of the more lackluster piebalds in the game, and it could really use some variation or maybe some new patterns to go along with it. But with that point aside, let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful piebald moose. Oh, what the? Oh, we got a piebald! Oh my gosh, look at that! We got a little level 3 piebald. Holy. Amazing. Our first rare of the grind. Let's go, guys. That is a beautiful moose. Wow. That is sick looking. I love the piebalds. Look how tiny he is as well. That's practically a level 2. That is practically a level 2. That's pretty cool. That is pretty awesome. I'm excited to take that guy down. Let's get lined up. Let's get lined up on him. Try to get a good shot. I think we could hit the heart from here. Let's see. I want to get that guy as well. And just like that, heart shot. Wow, that's cool. We got a rare already. Wow. That looks so good. 124 piebald moose. Let's tax that immediately. That is the coolest trophy that we have got so far. Actually, it's the only trophy. We have yet to get a diamond. We have yet to even see a 5. We've got a couple big 4s down. But that's it. That is, that's pretty cool. That is a cool trophy there. Another thing before we get into the main part of this video that I should probably clarify is when it comes to this whole issue with the fur types for the Great One Moose being rares, I know a lot of people are disappointed in that fact alone, but for me, the disappointment lies more in the lack of clarity from the developers on the fact that it was going to be all rare fur types that they were showing off. They were showing off all of these cool fur types as if they were going to be just the commons that we could expect on every Great One, and that gave a lot of people a reason to grind for the Great One Moose. A lot of people wanted the Great One Moose because of the fur types combined with the racks, and well, I just don't feel like it was a good idea to not tell us that they were going to be rares. That is by far the worst part of this in my eyes, and though I'm sure some of you, like I said, are probably just disappointed in the fact that they're rares, for me it's more about the fact that they didn't tell us that they were going to be rares. If they had come out and immediately told us, hey, these are going to be the rare fur types for the Great One Moose, I would have been like, okay, that's pretty cool. I guess I've got something good to grind for that's going to take a while to get and I may never get. But it's the fact that from the beginning, we all thought that it was going to be just the normal fur types for them. And then that combined with all of the massive amount of issues that happened with this update, it just left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So it's hard to say what's going to happen going forward. I really hope that they're able to kind of iron out some of the issues, and I hope they do something about the Great One Moose's fur types. I hope they make it either so they're not absurdly hard to get like a normal, like super rare or something like that, but it would be nice to see them at least give us a little more clarification on exactly how often we can expect to see these, or maybe even in the future tweak them to make it so we can get the desired results from it. And as always, whenever we talk about something like this on the channel, feel free to voice your opinions in the comments and let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you think I'm overreacting to something, or if you think that this really is something that needs to be talked about, because it's definitely an issue that's been talked about a lot throughout the community. And I've seen just so much of it pretty much the entire first day of grinding. It was just answering questions in the chat about what's going on with the fur types and why they did it that way, and talking about different bugs that have happened and people losing their need zones and people having their red deer and whitetail completely moved around the map for no reason while still being the exact same herds of them. It was an interesting day of lots of bugs that we did not expect to have happen. So let me know what you guys think of all this, and yeah, I'll be sure to reply to as many as I can. But without further ado, let's officially get into the most insane trophy that I think ever killed on the channel. This tops any other super rare that I've ever had. And it's crazy because while this is probably the rarest trophy I've ever killed, it's still not the melanistic red deer diamond or the melanistic whitetail diamond. Those are the two that I have grinded literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours to get. And I keep getting the trophies that are, to be honest, more rare, but not what I was chasing after. So that's kind of crazy and kind of hilarious at the same time. But I'm still happy regardless. It's still super cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with it. And I gotta say, it's gotta be one of the most insane reactions I've ever had to a trophy as well, because it was the last thing I expected to see while opening up my map and discovering all of my need zones. Oh my gosh! What? Oh my gosh! Ah! What, dude? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Do you guys know what that is? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Dude! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. That's a guaranteed diamond melanistic! That's a guaranteed diamond melanistic! There's no way! Oh my gosh. I think I just killed my voice. Hold on. Oh my gosh. That's a guaranteed diamond melanistic, guys! I don't even care if we get a great one now. I don't even care if we get a great one. Oh my gosh. There's no way. I'd stack every 5 we get at the beginning, but I gotta kill this. I can't stack it. We gotta kill it. Oh my gosh, guys. Hold on, I gotta recover my voice. That was bad. Oh my gosh, there's no way. The second I saw its back and saw that there was no brown on the back, I immediately knew that was a rare. And then when it was a 5, oh my gosh, dude. I don't know how to. I don't even know how to comprehend this. This is the craziest thing I've ever had. Oh my gosh. Shoot it with the new gun? I would, but I don't have the new gun on me. I don't want to spook him. He's giving us a really good angle. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it, Blitz. I'm going to go for lung for sure. To be honest, if I miss the heart, I think we'll still hit lung. If I move to the side, I think we will. Oh, he's facing us now. He moved! Oh, we got him! Oh my gosh! Oh, that scared me. Oh my gosh, that scared me. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hey! Hey, you! No, stop it. Bad. Bad. Oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. That scared me so bad. I thought we messed up the shot. It moved as I shot, but we're okay. We're okay, and that's all that matters. Hey, Pro XCK, how's it going, dude? Man, you made it just in time. Oh my gosh. Where did it go? There he is, there he is. Okay, let's go claim him. Quick, quick, quick! Oh my gosh, 285 melanistic diamond. Tax quick! Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That's my greatest trophy ever. My greatest trophy ever killed is right here. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is the best thing I've ever killed. Oh my gosh, I freaked out so bad when he moved. I thought we might have lost him, but luckily we still got the lung. We still got a lung. This guy definitely has to be the trophy that I've been the most excited to see. I have been looking for a melanistic diamond for quite a while, whether it's of the red deer or the whitetail. I never expected it to be a moose, and honestly, I'm pretty happy that it was because this guy looks absolutely beautiful. And until we get a male bobwhite quail to put in a multi-mount with him, we're just going to have him right here on the wall. But I do think he looks good with our other rare moose. We've got ourselves a few rare moose that we've killed over the years, but nothing really compares to this guy. And I just can't believe how lucky we've been in the last couple months. Throughout the whitetail herd management grind and now this, I have no words for it. And honestly, at this point, I don't even care if we get a great one moose because we've already got something that's probably going to be better than a great one moose. This is by far going to look better unless we somehow manage to get one of those insanely rare fur types for the great one moose. But I think regardless, this grind has already been worth it just for this trophy alone. And I cannot wait to see what we manage to get further into this grind. This guy right here was found 6 hours into the grind, and if you haven't seen the stream where we found him, I definitely recommend you guys go and watch some of that, especially the moment when we did spot him, so you can see the whole, like, unedited, uncut version of it. It will be here on the channel for you guys to watch. Historically, my black bear luck has been some of the worst imaginable, but that all changed when we got our first great one black bear. If I was just oh, that's a great one truck! Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, that's his track! Yes! He's down. He's down! Let's go, guys. The great one bear. Oh my gosh. Is that max score? Is that max score? Also, there's no great one music. I guess bears don't give it. Oh my gosh. Is that max score? It is? Yes! No way! Oh, it's not quite max weight, but it got real close to max weight. This 8,314 kill grind pushed me to my limits and made me despise bears until that moment we finally picked up his track. Having finally sealed the deal on a great one black bear, we contemplated going back for another. This decision was finally made when everyone pointed out that I absolutely had to go back and finish the multi-mount. So, the grind for number 2 started, and was going pretty normal for the majority of the grind. Till one day, this happened. Zebin, thank you for the 13 months, dude. That is insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 level 4s, bro. And a 5, bro. And a 3, bro. Killing me, man. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something wacky, okay? I'm gonna try something wacky. We're gonna leave those 4s and that 3. And if we get another 4 or 3 to spawn in these zones, we're going to leave it. And then we're just going to farm 1 bear and see how it works. I'm willing to try anything to see if we can get a great one. We're just going to farm 1 or 2 bears, I think. And just see if it works. I don't think it's going to end well, but I'm willing to give it a try.
A few moments later.
A 4. No freaking way. We got a 4 there. We got a 4 there now. Oh my gosh. Bro, we're literally turning all of them into 4s and below. Hey, there we go. Level 6 right there. 4, 5, 4, 3. So we need to shoot this 5. I don't know how long we'll be farming just 1 bear. I just kind of want to see if it's possible and if we can get 9s faster doing it this way with how many 4s and stuff we're leaving now. Our 5 came back as a 5. At least it's coming back at the same zone. Level 6. Perfect.
Man, this is a lot different grinding just one bear. It's really interesting. I'm curious how long we'll be able to do this before it just doesn't work well. I guess until it gets to a point where it's not really showing any results. That's our 4. It's a 5. I've noticed this guy always comes back as a 5 or a 6. That's actually kind of crazy. He always comes back as a 5 or a 6. That's actually wild. I wonder if he'll always come back as a 5 or a 6, or if we can get him to come back as a 7 as well. I'd like to get him to come back as some diamonds. That'd be lovely. Or even some great ones, you know. I'd love that as well. But he's literally been a 5 or a 6 like 5 runs in a row. Like, I would expect with there being so many 4s and below on the map that this guy would be popping up as like an 8 and a 7 and a 9 very often. But it's just been 5 and 6. What are we trying this new? I'm just shooting one bear repeatedly. On one of the runs, we got a bunch of level 4s and one level 3 to show up at our main zones. So I decided to do a little experiment. And we're just repeatedly farming the same bear respawn. How do you tell it's the same bear? Because it wasn't there before that I shot that one. And I've only got 5 bears that rotate between these 2 lakes, and I've left 4 of them alive, so there's only 1 left, and it's the one that I'm shooting repeatedly. Just repetition, Blonde Bunny. I've got over 6,000 hours in the game at this point, and easily 4,000 of those have been grinding. I just, oh! Oh! Ah! Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's a guaranteed super rare! Oh my gosh! Yes! 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 Finally! Oh my gosh! I've killed over 9,000 bears and never got a super rare. That's a super rare right there. It's a guaranteed super rare as well. Oh my gosh, no way! Oh my gosh. Holy! Let's freaking go! Which one is that? Is that blonde? I think it's blonde! I think it's blonde! Look at the feet. The feet are darker than the body. That's blonde. It's gotta be blonde, right? That's gotta be blonde. Oh my gosh, no way! No freaking way! You are a gorgeous bear, sir. You're a gorgeous bear. Wow. It might be cinnamon, but I think it's a blonde. I do. Wow. I would say that I want to get close and get pictures, but it's nighttime. It's nighttime, so we're just going to go ahead and shoot it. We're going to get this thing down. Lift your head up fully. I'm not risking it. Come on. We got him. Oh my gosh, man. Oh. Holy. At this point, if we don't get another great one, I won't even be mad because we've got a super rare. Let's see. Is this cinnamon or blonde? I think it's cinnamon after taking another look at it. It's cinnamon. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Cinnamon's my favorite. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can finally say I have a super rare black bear. The chances of getting a super rare black bear is so insane. And you know what's crazy? We were on like a 170 kill dry streak with no level 9s. 170 plus kills with no level 9s, and this is what we get when we finally get another 9. Holy crap, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. And this is honestly even more rare than any of the other super rares we've got recently because we don't have bears that HM'd. They're like half herd managed, right? We get a diamond like every 50 kills instead of every 100 kills like you would without herd management, or every 30 kills like you would with good herd management. So this is like a 1 in 15,000 chance of it spawning. And here it is. We did it. We finally got a level 9 cinnamon bear. And it actually made it. 2321. It was a guaranteed diamond with the estimate. I am so blown away. We have been grinding with a grinding method known as herd management. Essentially what herd management is just leaving the low levels and only killing the high levels, and eventually you get so many low levels on the map that it gives you more high levels to compensate for the amount of low levels that you have currently. This method has become so prevalent throughout the grinding community and so insane that even people that were very against it in the beginning and still maybe against it have started using it. And that is just the power of herd management. Not only does it increase the amount of diamonds that you get, therefore increasing your chances at a super rare, but there's also a pretty good chance that it does increase the spawn of great ones, or at least for some species. It definitely varies from species to species. I've noticed moose and fallow seem to get affected way more than stuff like bears or red deer, but it still goes to show that it's a very effective method. And it's also a developer-approved method, despite on how controversial and questionable it was when it was first really discovered. It has been proven and even completely approved by the developers themselves. So that is what we're going to talk about next. We're going to jump straight into Silver Ridge Peaks and talk a little bit about what we're going to do for bear herd management and how you want to manage down your map, stuff you can expect, things like that. So let's jump straight into it. And now, when you're herd managing black bear, you really want to be leaving all level 4s and below, so any 4s, 3s, 2s, or 1s, and then shooting anything that is 5 or above. So this bear right here, we will end up shooting real quickly. And just like that, that bear is going down. And while we're looking at it, since I get asked this question all the time as to how I'm able to make those shots so easily, it's because of the elevation. If you guys didn't know, elevation kind of counteracts some of the bullet drop, both IRL and in-game. So that's how I'm able to make the long shots without having to compensate too much. And also, the zeroing perk helps out quite a bit. The goal with herd management is to get about 70% of your male population of that species down to that wanted level, which for the bears, it's going to be 4 or below. If you really want to be a madman, you can try and get just 3 and below, which is going to give you better results in terms of the amount of diamonds you see, but it is going to take a lot longer to get to that point, so that's really up to you if you want to go that route, or if you want to go the easier route of doing 4 and below. Now, in terms of the locations that you can find black bear on Silver Ridge Peak, it's really everywhere. You're going to have to check every single lake on this map, aside from 3 of them that I have not seen any bears at, and that is this little lake here, this lake right here, and this lake down here. And then obviously these don't really count as lakes, so you're not going to find them there. And also you're not going to find them there. So I guess that is 4, 5, maybe 6 lakes if you count these 2 over here. But those are the lakes that you will not see bears at. Every other place you're going to have to search, including this coastline. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Because every single bear is a solo bear, you're going to notice that every time you kill them, they often will swap zones. They'll go to different places where you didn't shoot them. You could shoot a bear right at this zone that we're at currently, and then next run have that same respawn be down here at this lake, or could even be down at this lake. They move around a lot, though they do try to stay in like a general area. For example, like if you're shooting bears at this lake, it's likely they won't go too much further than this little cluster of lakes up here. And just like with these 2 lakes, I only get them going back and forth between these 2, which is why I grind these 2 lakes primarily. I've got 5 respawns between them, and I just keep cycling through all of those, and they always bounce between these zones. Now, there's multiple factors that could influence that. It could be that the other lakes in the area have too many bears at them already, or it could just be that those are the areas that those bears respawn at. Now, I know that we used this level 4 earlier as an example of something to leave, but there's one thing that I did forget to mention. If a level 4 shows up in an area that you want to be grinding, then you do continue shooting it. We are going to shoot this because I've already managed down the map as far as I wanted. Once you've managed down the map to that 70% or better that you're comfortable with, then from that point on, just shoot any of the respawns that come back that aren't one of the ones that you were stacking on the map. I know it probably can sound a little confusing, but once you get to that point, I just hit the tripod. That was a 1 in a million chance of that happening, but that is hilarious. Anyway, as I was saying, once you've got the amount of 4s and below that you need on the map, from then on, just shoot everything, because those remaining ones you want to be cycling through as efficiently and fast as possible. And so obviously if any new forests show up, then you want to take them down. Another pretty useful thing I don't see a lot of people talking about is the fact that for the Great One Black Bear grind, you actually can shoot females and have it be beneficial to your grind. And the reason that it's beneficial to the grind is because you can actually get the males and females to swap locations. So let's say you got some female bears in a really good zone, like a really open lake that's really easy to hunt, and you would rather have males there. What you can do is shoot those females and males until those females go somewhere else. Those females will be filling up a slot in a different lake so that the males can't go there, and so it's more likely the males will go to the better lakes. It's a very useful strategy, and it's how I was able to get this lake to be all males and be as efficient as it is. I've got all the females that used to be between these two lakes at the surrounding lakes, so it's made it so these lakes are a lot better. You can't get a great one from shooting a female bear, but you definitely can kind of manipulate around where your males are going to respawn by moving those females into the bad zones. So it is very, very useful to do so. Now that we are done with our brief guide on how I grind for the Black Bear Great One and how to do herd management with the Black Bear, let's take a stroll through our Great One Lodge as we head over to find ourselves that beautiful multi-mount of a Great One and super rare Black Bear. I still can't believe we finally completed this. Most of the people that I know that do a lot of bear grinding don't even have a single super rare bear, so the fact that we got one is... it's just insane. I cannot believe that we managed to finally accomplish it. And it's my favorite fur type as well, so that's a win-win in my book. This is just a dream Black Bear trophy. Even more of a dream than the Great One even. Though, you know, it can be hard to choose at times. They're both incredibly rare and difficult to find. I mean, I'd say this Great One Bear is definitely one of the rarest Great One Bears you could get. I mean, it's a max scoring fabled cream. But a super rare bear is much more rare to get. But the question is it more rare than max score Great One? Let me know in the comments what you think. It's definitely more rare than a Great One bear, but is it more rare than a max score Great One bear? But that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this. This is one of the greatest trophies I've ever been able to get, and I am just so happy that we managed to find it. And all after a really weird change of events where we started hunting just one bear respawn repeatedly instead of the 5 I normally cycled through. It was just a very weird and cool encounter.
Hello everybody. Hope everybody's day has been going good. We are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and we're going to be continuing our grind for the Great One today, but to switch it up a little bit, I figured today we would actually go search for some brand new zones, because currently we've only got like 12 or 13 zones, and a lot of them aren't really producing the way I'd like them to, so let's go look for some new zones and hopefully we can get some decent ones. I'm hoping to find a couple decent sized herds. A lot of the zones that we've currently got have maybe 1 or 2 bucks, which is not exactly great if you're trying to be efficient and quick with your grinding. So we're going to try and find some more zones today, and yeah, hopefully we can find some good ones. Now I figured that first we would go to this lake down here because I had a couple zones here before the T. Awaroa release, and well, with the changes, I'm not sure if I'll still have zones here, so I figured we could check at this lake first, and we're possibly going to go up to this one next, and maybe this upper section of the river, because those are the areas I really have not checked very thoroughly, and I haven't really checked these lakes right here either, so those are definitely some options for us, and I've heard a few people saying to check the south part of Layton, so we might check the south area of Beaumont and this little section of lakes right here, and we'll see if we can find any. Oh wow, there actually is whitetail here. I did not get a chance to pick his zone up, but that's a decent buck right there. Let's do a little bit searching around and try to find where the actual zone is. Definitely want to get this discovered on the map so we can return here. I think that right there is a whitetail also. No, that one's a blacktail. I don't know where that whitetail actually had his zone, because I found a couple tracks from him trotting off, but there's no need zone tracks around here, so it's hard to say where he actually is. Oh wait, now they just appeared. Okay, so he was right here. Wonder why they weren't showing up before. There's actually a few tracks from them. We got a 70 to 85 and an 85 to 100. Good to know. Unfortunately, didn't get a shot on any of them, so we will have to come back at a later time and try to get them down. Well, after pretty much looping around the entire lake, the only spot that I found any white-tailed deer was right here at the beginning, so we'll probably set up a tent somewhere over here, and hopefully we can get a few good bucks out of that spot. Now, I've already checked this lake, and this lake, and didn't really have anything there, but I have not gone to this one yet, so I'm kind of curious if there's going to be anything over here, so let's run there next, and hopefully we can find ourselves a herd there. I've had them there in the past. It's been quite a while, though, but since zones are pretty much back to how they were a year ago, I'd say there's a pretty decent chance we might have some whitetail here. Alright, we can finally see the lake. Now, my question is going to be, where are the whitetail if they are here? Usually I'd have them on this side over here, about where we're looking, so that's going to be the first place we'll check, and hopefully we can see something. It's not looking like it, though. Oh, we do have a blacktail up there somewhere, though. So there's at least some deer here. Not what we're looking for, but there's something at least. Yeah, it's not looking like there's any whitetail on that shoreline in particular, which is a little unfortunate, but I have heard a couple people say that they've found whitetail at this lake, so that's going to be where we'll check next. Hopefully we can have something there. If we don't, then we'll probably move on to another lake and hope we can find something there. Well, I'm not really seeing any white-tailed deer, but one thing I am seeing is a ton of white-tailed jackrabbit. They are all over this lake. So if we ever want to go for a diamond bunny, this is definitely going to be the place to do it. Because around these entire 2 lakes, there seems to be at least 20 rabbits, which is actually pretty insane. So eventually we might have to do a bunny grind, and when we do, this will be a hotspot for it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. That's a level 3 leucistic mallard. Oh my gosh. That just might be the coolest thing I've ever found. That's my favorite fur variation for the mallard duck, and that guy's a level 3. Oh my gosh. I'm actually extremely surprised that we found something that cool. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna have to make sure we get a good shot on this guy. I'm happy we came over here. And what's crazy is I haven't gone to this spot in probably a year, so this duck's been sitting here for a long time. Because this is a spot that I've never really hunted. I can't believe that. That's so cool. Well, we're at about 120 right now. See if we can get a shot on him. If we do end up missing it, shouldn't be too big of a deal because we can always just come back here. But let's get this guy down. There we go, guys. A diamond leucistic mallard. This guy should end up being a leucistic diamond mallard because I really don't see these guys troll that often. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a troll duck. That is such an awesome sight. I can't believe that. I can't believe that we just found this. That is so cool. This just might be one of the coolest things I've ever killed. So let's go ahead and grab it. It's a diamond leucistic mallard. Oh my gosh. This is the rarest fur type, or feather type, for the mallards. And it's almost, oh my gosh, it's max weight. Hold on, that is a max weight leucistic. Wow, that is ridiculous. It's almost max score, but not quite. It's probably like 20.99. I am just speechless. That is insane. That is insane. We just got probably one of the coolest trophies we've ever found. That is truly amazing. Well, guys, now that we just got that insane trophy, let's go ahead and take a look at some highlights from a couple of the recent live streams, because we've had some pretty cool trophies during this Great One grind, and, well, you guys just saw us add another one. I'm still extremely shocked that we found that, especially in a spot where I haven't been here in over a year. Just the thought of how long this guy could have been here is actually kind of insane. Kind of mad at myself for not checking this area sooner, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the clips. Hope you guys enjoy them. There we go, guys. Level 3 whitetail deer. Level 3 whitetail deer. Finally another one. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's see if this guy's gonna be a diamond. Let's get a little bit closer, though. I don't want to take a risky shot. I really hope it's a diamond. It looks slightly wider than the last one, so I feel like it's got a chance. But it's so hard to say because I've only killed one level 3 since they changed their scoring. So it's hard to say what this guy's gonna be. Honestly, I can probably make this shot now that I look at that. It's 330. Let's get to 300, then I think we can take this. I feel like 300 is gonna be a perfectly makeable shot for us. Alright guys, let's see if we can get this guy down. Hopefully, this will be a diamond. We dropped him. Let's go, guys. We dropped him on the spot. See if we can get his buddy. Well, he's hit. He'll die at some point. My gosh, I am so happy that we nailed that shot. I was a little bit worried that something would happen and we'd end up missing, but we got him. I don't know what this guy's gonna be. He looks kind of wide, so I've got high hopes. I'm gonna guess he's probably like 256.5. Well, let's see. Is it a diamond? It's a gold. 254.8. It was so close. It was so close, guys. It was so close. Oh, man. It was bigger than our last one, at least. At least it was bigger than the last. It's a better looking buck, too. Oh. It's uneven, also. You can see this antler is bigger than this one. If it had this antler on both sides, then it would 100% have been a diamond. Little unfortunate. I actually did not know that ducks could actually be here again. That's cool to see. Let's see if we can take that one out. There we go. Favorite map? Probably Tiawaroa. Oh my gosh, it's a diamond! Our first kill of the day is a diamond level 2 duck! Oh my gosh! What? Oh my gosh, wow! Holy dude! That's insane! The first duck that we kill today is a diamond. I'm not even mad that we missed out on that big level 4 blacktail deer now. That's insane. Jeez. That's crazy. This is not a common thing to find either. A level 2 diamond duck? Not bad at all. Not a bad start, guys. That's insane. There we go. Piebald. That is a piebald whitetail. And it's tiny. Not sure what I expected out of a rare, but I'm just glad to see one finally. This is our first rare of the grind. It's absolutely tiny though. This is the same size as all of the rare whitetail that I got during our last Great One grind. So, it's a little unfortunate that it's tiny, but definitely gonna take that guy out. And I think what we're gonna do is run a little bit closer. Try to get his attention. He's pretty close, so he should stop soon. There we go. And he's down. That's awesome. So happy that we finally got a rare out of this grind. Not exactly as big as I was hoping for, but still a rare on the ground. And here he is in all his glory. A little piebald buck. Honestly, it's not the worst looking small rack, because there's the one that has this like tine configuration, but it just goes straight out to the side. This one has a little bit of curl at least, so it doesn't look as bad. Let's go ahead and get one more picture, actually. There we go. And let's grab this guy. 153.90. Halfway between silver and gold. I'm just glad that it's not directly straight out. It actually has a little bit of curl. We're gonna have to add this guy to the multi-mount that we have going. Not too bad. First rare. Of course it would be a piebald, though. They seem to be the most common of the rares. So now that you guys have seen all those awesome trophies that we've got during the last few live streams, this is the actual score of our leucistic mallard. It is 0.02 off of max score. That's actually kind of sad. I really wish this would have been a max score, but it's so close it might as well have been a max score. But we're gonna put this guy in our main room here. I honestly don't even care if I could be putting a multi-mount here. This is way cooler than any multi-mount we could possibly make. That is awesome. That is really, really awesome. Probably one of my favorite trophies that we've been able to add to any of our lodges. And honestly, in the past couple months, we've added some of the coolest rares to our lodges, including that Sika right there, the melanistic fallow deer, the albino red deer, and now we've got a diamond leucistic max weight mallard. That is so cool. I'm so happy. But anyway, now that we've shown that off, this is the piebald white-tailed deer along with, I believe the troll is in here too. Yeah, he's one of these two right here. Hard to tell which one he is. I don't remember which fur type he was, but you guys can see them right there. These are the two trolls along with the piebald that we've got on this particular Great One grind. Last time we ended up getting, I think, 5 rares and like 11 level 3s before they reset the populations and put a halt to our grind. We were about 1100 kills then, so I'd say now we're at about probably 250 to 300 whitetail kills, and we've got 1 rare and 2 troll level 3s. So we're about on track and where we should be when it comes to rare and level 3 count. So I'd say we're doing pretty decent so far. I'm just now starting to see a lot more larger bucks spawning in, so hopefully we'll have some good kills in the very near future. And right in here is the diamond mallard, the level 2 that we ended up shooting during one of the live streams. Still pretty shocked that a level 2 actually made diamond. I had heard that it was possible, but I had never actually had it happen to me, so that was pretty sweet to have happen. I really do like that some of the level 2s can make it, but it is very rare to say the least. Alright everybody, well that will be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection of kills we got from the live streams, along with us searching around for some new whitetail zones and taking out this super rare mallard duck. It's been absolutely insane being able to find such a cool trophy, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. But anyway, if you guys haven't been, you guys should really check out the live streams. We've been having a lot of fun on those. I do them pretty much every single day. As of now, it's 5 days a week, but in the next month or two, I am going to start doing daily live streams and possibly slightly less videos, because as a lot of you have seen, me and my wife are going to be due for our first baby in May, and well, as you could imagine, that's going to change my schedule around a little bit because I'll be quite a bit busier, and live streams are a lot easier to do than videos, so we're probably going to start streaming more and doing less videos in a month or two. So figured I'd just let you guys know now so that you guys can know what to expect. But anyway, as I was saying, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the live streams. As of now, I stream every day except for Sunday and Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a ton of fun on those. Also, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. We're getting extremely close to 9,000 subs, and I'm trying to get to 10K before May, so we'll see what we can do.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Normally, I would have a cool intro prepared with all the major trophies that I got for this 7-day grind video, but this time I only have footage of the one that you are seeing right now. I was so caught up in how insane it was to find this mini trophy whitetail in such a short amount of time that I completely forgot to get close-up footage of the 2 super rares. But either way, I hope you all appreciate the time that goes into making these 7-day grind videos, and if you do, consider subscribing to the channel. Much like the last 7-day grind video where we got a moose and whitetail great one on the map at the same time via stacking, we got incredibly lucky during these 7 days of grinding to the point where once again we didn't have to hunt the full 7 days. Now over the years I've had some pretty wild luck with fallow deer, whitetail deer, and moose great one grinding, but never to this extent. I have never had 2 super rares and a great one show up within 4 days of each other, even with the extreme state of herd management that we currently have with our whitetail herds.
And that is over the course of over 6,000 hours of playtime and 100k plus kills in the Hunter Call of the Wild. And never before have we achieved this level of insanity in terms of the crazy spawns that we got within a short amount of time. This is truly a special achievement, and I'm incredibly happy to share it with you all. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and you all have spoken. This week's 7-day grind is going to be for whitetail deer. I was honestly quite shocked when whitetail deer just absolutely demolished bear grinding, because usually you guys vote for bear grinding over something like whitetail. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that whitetail is the winner for this 7-day Great One grinding video, and it is now day 1. We are taking this first shot at 10:28 a.m. on November 2nd of 2023. Let's get this started. And just like that, the first 2 kills of the grind. If you guys are not familiar with this series right here, essentially what we do is I put a poll up on my YouTube channel, and I let you guys vote for what Great One we're going to grind for 5 to 7 days. And then we're going to show a video that's a compilation of those 5 to 7 days of grinding, and any trophies we get during that time period will go in that video. We've had some pretty crazy stuff happen. The very first one that we did, we ended up getting a super rare fallow deer. The second one that we did, we ended up, unfortunately, not getting as lucky, because bears hate me. And then with the third one, we had the craziest luck of all, where we managed to get a moose as well as a whitetail Great One on the map at the exact same time. Now, obviously, that didn't happen in one day. It was over the course of 7 days. We got the moose on day 2, and we ended up getting the whitetail on day 4 or 5. So it was a lengthy period of time to get that type of a video accomplished, but it was well worth it, and you guys definitely enjoyed it. It is by far one of the best performing videos we have had in months. So thank you all so much for the support on the last episode of 7-Day Great One Grinds, or whatever this series is called. We don't even have a name for it at this point, but you know what it is. Now, the whitetail deer is probably the species that I can kill the most of in the shortest amount of time. So I'm really hoping that we can manage to get multiple Great Ones in a week. I mean, if I put 5 hours in per day grinding whitetail, that's going to be around 400 whitetail kills approximately. And so if I do that every single day for a week, I definitely think we can get 2 Great Ones to spawn. Question is, will I be able to put that much time into the game with myself still doing Ark Survival Ascended and also doing a lot of the angler content with the brand new reserve that released? Will I be able to put 5 hours a day into grinding whitetail? It's hard to say, but I'm definitely going to try it because I would like to get multiple of the same species to spawn within a week. We're just going to hope that I'm able to do that. On one of the live streams that we did like a week and a half ago at the time of recording this, so by the time this video comes out, it will have been over 2 weeks. But we counted how many whitetail we were able to kill in an hour, and I think we hit 103 or 107. It was somewhere in that range, which is a ridiculous amount of whitetail deer. And I think on the low end, we were getting like 85 an hour. So provided the deer cooperate and respawn very reliably and get to their zones on time and allow me to take multiple of them down in a zone without spooking off, then we're able to get over 100 an hour. However, that isn't going to happen every single hour. We're going to have some where we only get like 80 because some of the respawns didn't make it to their zones. You know how it is sometimes in Call of the Wild. And yeah, just sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor. So we can get as low as like 80 per hour and as high as just over 100. So provided they cooperate, this could be a pretty crazy week of grinding. And that is our first level 3 of the grind. So let's go ahead and take that guy down. You love to see it, man. Now the question is, will this guy end up making diamond? I don't necessarily think it will. That rack is not the greatest, though it is kind of wide. That actually might make it. And it did, 255.97. And that is our first diamond, 6 kills into the grind on November 2nd at 10:35 a.m. But now that you guys know a little bit about what we're going to be doing and also what this series is for those that are new, let's go ahead and show off all the trophies that we managed to get over the next 5 to 7 days, as I zero incorrectly. What mouse do I have? Ooh. Yo! Oh!
Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Oh, what? Dude! Oh my gosh! Huh. Whoa, bro. 2 3s in one zone and one's an albino. Holy crap. Yo, CJO, you're still here. Let's go. No way that is a 3. It's a basket rack. It's a basket rack. Hey, bro, what's up, dude? What the, bro? Come on. Holy crap. Is that a troll? It could be. I don't believe albinos are guaranteed to score bottom or top of estimate. I think they score in the middle, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's get him to face us. This could be a troll. Honestly, I'd rather, like, look at it and expect it to be a troll than get tricked. Like that, Mela did to us. I don't know. That might make it. That might. It's gonna be very close. His tip-to-tip doesn't look terrible. You think that's diamond, CJO? Looks better from this angle? That's what I was thinking too, Cooper. I was confused. Yeah, he looks better. He actually looks kind of wide. I think he's gonna be okay. Oh, man. Holy crap, man. There is no way. What's up with your super rare luck? That's extreme HM for you, man. This grind we've been getting a diamond whitetail every 10 kills. So every time a rare spawns, we got a 1 in 10 chance at it being a diamond. 0 to 100. We're going to wait for him to bring his head up again and then take him down. Smoked him, man. Smoked him. Holy crap. Is he going to make it? Oh, I'm questioning it. That one bends in more than the other. Yes, he made it by a lot. I think that's my biggest super rare ever for whitetail. I think that's my new biggest super rare whitetail ever. Oh my gosh, he's huge. He's huge. But from this angle, from the side like this, he did look like he was not going to make it. Then you see the front and it's like, okay, he's bigger than we thought. Holy crap, man. I just... Crazy. Crazy. I can't wait for the haters to be like, oh my gosh, another super rare. This guy's cheating. He's cheating, guys. As if they've never seen what herd management is. So, I forgot to do this when I killed it, but it is 4:30 p.m. on November 2nd of 2023. We have killed 105 whitetail with a total of 9 diamonds. Well, 10 diamonds, actually counting that one. And that is our first crazy trophy of the grind. Ooh, that is massive. Oh my gosh, that's a huge 3. He thick. That is a big 3. We even hit this shot? Oh, now we can. What's that distance? 300 on the dot. Let's go. Oh yeah, Blue. This guy's probably not going to be in that unless it's over 274. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, he is 274. Oh my gosh, he is a 274 plus. Well, thank you then, Blue. We got this one on November 2nd of 2023 at 4:52 p.m. 139 kills into the grind. This is our 12th diamond of this herd management whitetail grind. Jeez, Nate, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's a massive, massive whitetail. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! That's a super troll, I think! Wait, do pieballs score at the top of the estimate? I swear to God, is this another super rare? No way, man. Why? 2 days in a row? Why? Now it could still miss. It could still miss. It could still miss because diamond is 255.09. I'm not going to get too hyped up until we actually see the score. I'm not going to get hyped up until we actually see the score. Dude, there's no way. 2 days in a row. This is like the Rancho Whitetail grinds all over again. Holy crap. Holy crap, man. If this makes it, this is literally a repeat of Rancho grinds from like 2 years ago or whenever that was. Oh my gosh. There's no way, man. Oh my gosh. I'm in disbelief right now. I didn't even have a reaction to that because I'm just like, no, there's no, this can't be 2 days. No, no, there can't be. There can't be another. Are you joking, man? I mean, I guess we are getting a diamond every 10 kills with our herd management right now. So it makes sense that it's got a pretty high chance of being a super rare if a rare does spawn. But holy crap. There's no way 2 days in a row. So it's got a pretty okay chance of making it. It could still score like 255.08 and miss by 0.01. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Just dude. Dude. Bruh. No way. No way. Vitals? Yeah, that looks wide. I think it's gonna make it, actually. Oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. Oh my gosh. Dude, there's no way. Holy crap. This is gonna be the most cracked out video ever. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that, man. And this is literally a repeat of Rancho Del Arroyo Great One grinding back in the day, where we had 2 piebald super rares 2 days in a row. So anyway, we are currently at 205 kills in the grind with 20 diamond whitetail, with 2 of them being super rares. We're averaging a diamond every 10 kills right now. Our herd management is absolutely popping off. And because of that, we got pretty high chances of getting super rares. And this is just... I mean, I said that yesterday. I didn't expect to get another one. But anyway, it is 1:50 p.m. on November 3rd, 2023. Since this will go in the 7-day grind video. Holy crap, man. You really can't fix a messed up zone. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. ETN? ETN? I'm just gonna call you Smith. Yeah, there's not... Hey! Yo! Great one! Let's go! Woo!
What?
Let's freaking go,
What?
baby!
Are you
Holy
serious?
crap! Freaking great one!
What?
Let's go!
and
We
a great
did
one at
it!
the same
A
time!
great one and a super on the same day! Yes! Let's
Are you
go!
kidding me?
Oh my gosh! Cooper called it too. Cooper was like, I had a dream that I got a wide cluster rack, and it's a wide cluster rack.
Oh my gosh. It's definitely, well, he knew it wasn't going to be a typical rack.
Holy crap!
Burn! Ha!
Oh my gosh! That was, dude, that was so unexpected. Oh my gosh!
Dude, that's sick, though.
Let's go!
That's
Let's
sick.
freaking go!
Super rare, great
Let's
one,
go!
same
Oh
day.
my gosh, dude, this is gonna be the most like insane 7-day grind video ever.
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap, bro! Well, as is tradition nowadays, we got a 44 Magnum it.
Tradition.
Yeah, I think
Weird.
I've took the last like 4
Weird.
great ones with the 44 lever rifle.
Weird tradition.
I know, right? So my chat just reminded me that it's time to say the time for the 7-day grind video. It is currently 3:35 p.m. on November 3rd of 2023. We're 338 kills into the grind with 32 diamonds on the grind. Our most insane diamond rate ever for whitetail deer. And he spawned. He's here. This is our great one. I just remembered. I gotta check my zeroing. Oh, we were 0 to 150. I'm so glad I checked it. Got him. Oh my gosh. Hey, buddy. 414. Great one. Yeah, this is an average scoring basket rack. So it's not super wide or super tight, but we got a great one. Let's freaking go, guys. Holy crap. Oh, I need to calm down. Man, I need to calm down. We got him.
Nice.
Dude, I got some insane footage of him too.
Dude, that's sick.
Oh my gosh, I just can't believe that. We can 100% say now we've officially got a super rare and a great one in the same stream.
That's
We finally
incredible.
did it. That is an achievement I never thought I'd be able to do. We were like, we were trying to figure it out yesterday. Like, myself and a few other people in chat were like, trying to figure out if I had ever got 2 in one day. Or 2 in one stream. And like, it turned out I had never got them in the same stream because the day that I got 2 in the same day, my stream crashed halfway through, so it was 2 streams. So this is the first time we've got 2 in the
Wow.
same stream.
There you go, dude. There you
Freaking
go.
yeah, dude. I'm so happy. You know, it's nice to be able to walk into our lodge and see such a crazy multi-mount at the end of a 7-day grind video. This was an absolutely ridiculous 7-day grind, and I don't think we're ever going to be able to top this. I mean, the odds of getting 2 super rares and a great one within less than 300 kills is just ridiculously insane. The chances of that ever happening again are so low that it probably never will happen again. However, we can hope that we have just as much luck with the next one because I've decided and have actually already done the first day of recording for the 7-day black bear grind. After getting the second great one bear a few days after getting this great one, I decided that I wanted to go back for another because, you know, same logic as before. How could it be longer than the last grind? There's no way that we go 3 grinds in a row that are above 3,000. There's just no way that that happens. So hopefully we can get it a lot faster. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild. I did not expect to be making another whitetail grinding video so soon. I know a lot of you have been getting tired of just whitetail videos, so I didn't want to do another one this soon, but I kind of have to now because we managed to bag a super rare. I was just doing some of my daily grinding after recording a couple of videos, and of course, that's when we end up getting something. And at first, I didn't even realize that it was a super rare. I was pretty certain that it was gonna troll, so I didn't get nearly as excited as I would have been if it would have been guaranteed diamond. If you guys have been hanging out in the live streams recently, you'll know that we've had 2 piebalds fall just short of diamond recently, to a point where I thought both of them were going to make it until I looked at the score estimates. The first one, I looked at the score estimate, and it was a couple points below diamond. The second one, the top estimate was exactly on diamond, and piebalds always score at the top, so I just assumed that it was going to make it, and then I picked it up, and it didn't. It fell short by 0.06, which is quite tragic. Definitely was soul crushing, and so I didn't even expect this guy to have a chance at making it because of how those last 2 had gone. But lo and behold, this is the one that made it. Of course, the one where I didn't expect it to is the one that ended up making it. We did an 8-hour grinding stream the other day, and during those 8 hours of grinding, we managed to kill, I believe, over 500 whitetail. I think close to 550 if I'm not mistaken, which is by far the most that I've killed in one day since they made the changes to the spook range. It was pretty crazy. 8 hours and 20 minutes of grinding and getting over 550 whitetail is definitely not something you do every day. As you can imagine, with an 8-hour stream, it can be very difficult to stay interested the entire time. And so, before we got too far into it, I think we were about 6 hours in, I decided to get a couple drinks in me just to make things a little bit more interesting. And because of that, it made some of the some of the moments with spotting that that potential super rare and stuff like that a little bit more interesting than what they would have been otherwise. And because of that, I had a pretty absurd reaction. Looking back at it, I'm surprised that I was that crazy about it, and you guys will have seen that in a YouTube short. If you haven't already, it'll be in one of the future YouTube shorts. But because of the fact that the last two level 2 piebalds with the diamond rack were just barely short of diamond, I really had absolutely no faith that this Mela would make it. But lo and behold, of course, the one where I don't expect it to is the one that makes it. So I think without further ado, let's jump straight into that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? What has been my luck with level 2 rares with the diamond rack? Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous looking. Now the question is, will this actually make it? I've been getting screwed over the last 2 times. We had 2 piebalds that fell between 1 and 2 points short. Actually, one of them was 0.06 short of diamond. Oh my gosh, there's no way that this... There's no way. Do we actually finally have a super rare Mela in front of us? We got trolled by a Mela a few months ago, and it was one of the saddest moments ever that I've ever had in Call of the Wild. Oh my gosh, please don't let this be a repeat. I'm not gonna lie though, that doesn't look good. I don't think that rack is gonna make it. I really don't think it's gonna make it. But maybe if we are lucky, it will. It just doesn't look like it has the tip-to-tip spread. I feel like that guy right there might be in the 240s, unfortunately. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's gonna make it. I'd be very shocked if it does. Man, this is so... this is so unfortunate. Why does this keep happening to me? I'm almost 99% sure this won't make it. That guy doesn't look like he has any chance, unfortunately. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky. Please let this thing be the melanistic super rare that I've always wanted. If it is, this will be one of the greatest trophies we have ever killed. The moment of truth. Let's see what this guy is gonna score. Please tell me it's enough. You know, now that I'm looking at it again, that might be wide enough. I don't want to jinx it though. Oh my gosh, it is! It's a super rare melanistic! Finally! Of course, that's the way it would happen. The one time where I'm questioning if it's gonna make it, that's when it actually does. And the 2 piebalds we had over the last couple weeks that were a couple points short, I immediately thought they were super rares. But this guy right here, I didn't even begin to think that it could have been, and it was. Oh my gosh, that's insane. We finally have a melanistic super rare. After 32,000 plus kills for Whitetail, this is the first melanistic super rare we've ever had. I'm blown away that we finally have one. We may not have got a great one to show up yet in this grind, but we definitely got one of the most insane trophies I could have possibly got. This is honestly way more rare and way better than any great one. Oh my gosh. We finally have collected every single rare diamond for whitetail deer. Before this, we had multiple piebalds and albinos, but could never seal the deal on a Mela. And we finally have. It's not the rack that I wanted, but I don't even care, honestly, at this point. A super rare is a super rare, and this guy is about everything I could have asked for. We got a nice little hard shot on him as well. I still cannot believe that moment where I spotted him, and the first thing that went through my mind was, oh, look at that! Another one that's not going to make diamond. And it was quite crazy to walk up to it, see the tip-to-tip spread, and immediately know that I was probably wrong. It was quite an amazing feeling to see diamond pop up on that melanistic, as we've been getting screwed over like crazy recently in terms of just stuff being barely short of diamond for the potential super rares. So it was really nice to finally get one. Not to mention, we have been trolled by a melanistic before. We had a melanistic level 3, probably like 4, 5, 6 months ago, somewhere in that range, where it barely missed it by 0.03. So that was pretty crushing. Almost as crushing as it would have been if we had it happen twice. But luckily we didn't have to go through that because this one ended up making it.
and we ended up getting a really awesome trophy added to our collection. And it looks like the respawns of that Mela and the one next to it are nothing too impressive, unfortunately. It would have been insane if we could have got a super rare to spawn off of a super rare. That is like a dream of mine for these whitetail grinds. I'd love to have something crazy like that happen, like a super rare spawning off a super rare or a great one spawning off of a great one. But so far, we just have not got that lucky, though I really don't expect that to be something that would happen anytime soon. It's a nice thought to think that it could potentially happen in the future. Recently, we've been trying to shoot down this zone to level 1s because it's just not a super efficient zone to grind, unfortunately. Primarily because it doesn't get respawns every single run. It's one of those zones where they show up maybe every other or 1 in 3 runs. So it's not exactly the most efficient zone to be grinding. We have so many zones that are way more reliable that I'd rather be grinding. So we're trying to shoot this one down to 1s and hope that we can get a better zone implemented into the rotation. We haven't been stacking any of the diamonds, so this isn't going as quickly as it normally would. But, I mean, it is what it is. We'll just keep shooting them down until eventually they come back as 1s. Well, would you look at that? What a way to end things as well. That is a big boy piebald right there. Right shortly after we got that melanistic to spawn, I guess our map's just pumping out rares at the moment. We went on a pretty big dry streak of no rares one of these days, and it's looking like maybe it's making up for all that time that we were getting absolutely nothing to show up rare-wise. We're finally getting a lot of rares to pop. We got a few in the stream the other day, and now we've had 2 just in the last hour or so. Let's sink a shot into that beautiful piebald and see if it's going to be a monster. I imagine it'll be top of the estimate, which is 228. That's typically how piebalds are, but we shall see. Let's take a look at this little guy. Yeah, that's probably going to be 228. That looks like it. And it is 228.09. What a beautiful little piebald. Love to get these rares. Definitely not as impressive as our super rare, but still a really nice buck nonetheless. And another nice addition to the trophy lodges. And there we have it, our brand new huddle whitetail with our super rare melanistic, along with the 2 that barely fell short from the last, 2 weeks of grinding. This is honestly pretty insane. We've been on a crazy streak recently over the course of the last, 3,500 kills or so. We've managed to get these 3 beauties as well as 2 great ones. 2 great ones along with these 3 over the course of 3,500 kills. That's honestly pretty insane and probably one of the better streaks we've been on in terms of good trophies showing up. I just wish these piebalds had made diamonds. A little unfortunate that they didn't, but man, am I glad the Mela did. I still can't believe we finally have a melanistic super rare. One of the trophies I've always wanted, and I just never could get lucky enough to get. Same with red deer. I still don't have a super rare Mela red deer, even though it's my most wanted trophy of all time. The whitetail was probably one of my top 5, though, so I'm really happy that we got it.
After over 1 month of grinding to complete the 3 great ones on 3 different maps challenge, I set out to complete my next goal, getting the typical rack great one whitetail. And although we still have not completed that goal, we did get something insane along the way. Something I have not seen in over 10 months. A super rare. As you just saw in that intro, we got ourselves a monster piebald whitetail deer to spawn. Not only was this our biggest piebald whitetail deer ever, but it just happened to be our first ever big rack super rare. We've got super rare whitetail in the past, but never one quite this large. This is truly a monstrous whitetail, and I cannot be happier. Another absolutely insane thing about this beautiful whitetail deer is the fact that not only was it a super rare, not only was it our first big rack super rare, but it was a max weight one as well. Herd management was in full force that day, and I cannot believe we finally have one of my most wanted whitetail trophies. But before we get into the takedown of this beautiful, monstrous whitetail deer, we've got a few other rares that we managed to get in the days leading up to this. So let's show those off right now. Like, if they only released a pheasant, there probably would be... I was hoping that would be a diamond for a second, but woo! We got a piebald. But as I was saying, it's still super, super sick that we are, getting 2 new great ones at once. That's pretty awesome. Sure, there could have been many other great ones I would have preferred, like mule deer or elk, but considering we're getting 2 at once, I'm okay with them being smaller. All right, let's go ahead and take a shot on this guy. Probably didn't hear you say the 2 great ones, but what are they? Red fox and pheasant, which is going to be different. I'm excited for it because, I mean, it's going to be the first time we've had a small game great one and the first time we've had a bird. So that's going to shake things up. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. What a pretty little feller. Nice little piebald. Let's tax him. That was just one of the lighter variations of a... Oh, it's another piebald, but it is not a diamond. Oh, man. We're doing good today, guys. We've got 2 diamonds, and this is our second rare in just 28 kills. Well, 30 after I shoot these, but that's crazy. This grind is off to an awesome start. Ah, neither of those were vitals. Ah, it's fine. He's only going to score 217, so that's not too big of a deal if we get silver on him instead of gold. I'm surprised at least one of those didn't hit. I might have aimed slightly high. I might have aimed a little high. That might be the problem there. Boom! There's our messed up piebald. Ah, we didn't get penetration because I was a little high and hit the neck. Oh, and that one hit the skull. Almost brain shot it. That would have been better, honestly. But yeah, that's unfortunate. We messed up a little there. He's wonky, too. He's a little wonka-doodle-doo. Look at that dude. Oh! No! I killed our piebald pet! I accidentally killed our pet piebald! How? No! Guys, I'm so sorry. I accidentally murdered our pet. How did that happen? Oh my gosh, what are the odds? That poor thing. It was just walking along, just enjoying life. And I smoked it with a 300. Wow, dude. He didn't even get to live more than 2 days. He got to live for 2 days. That was it. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. It was bound to happen eventually that we would accidentally shoot one of our pets. Yeah, poor Nameless. Poor Nameless. Such a neglected deer. We didn't even give it a real name. I just called it Nameless. And then we killed it 2 days after we said we were going to keep it. Oh, man. Well, Nameless. You, oh, wow. At least it was a quick death, right? Man. Doan, thank you for the super chat. This one's for you, Redacted. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Doan. Appreciate it, man. I can't believe we just did that. Poor thing. Nice, CJO. I'm doing good as well. Dude, oh, is that a piebald? Wait. Oh, my gosh. Oh, super rare. Oh, my gosh. We did it, Chad. Yes, finally. Holy crap. Finally, a Big Rack super rare! No way! Finally, a Big Rack super rare! This is what I've been wanting from Whitetail, aside from typical Rack Great One. But, oh my gosh! Big Rack super rare! Whew! Big Rack super rare! Holy crap, and it's wonky too! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I gotta get close and take amazing, beautiful footage of this thing. Holy crap, dude. What gun do we want to shoot that thing with? Oh my gosh. Hold on, I got to tell the Discord. Wow. And so, if you guys didn't know with piebalds, they score top of the estimate. So this guy's going to score 267. Oh my gosh, dude. It's about time. It's about time. We have not had a super rare in probably a year. Maybe not quite a year, but close to a year. Maybe a year. Could be a little bit more even. I can't remember the last time I shot one. I mean, I feel like I got to take it with the 6.5, right? Like the 6.5 is one of my favorite rifles of all time. It's a staple of the channel. This is kind of what we started our channel with, right? We use the 6.5 a lot. It used to be my favorite weapon. Would anybody be able to search it up on my channel and see what my last posted super rare video was? It was 10 months ago, and it was the albino diamond red deer. Okay, so yeah, it's been 10 months since I got a super rare. Dude, if I can get to this stand, we're in the clear. If I can get to the stand, that'll actually be great. So whitetail are usually pretty stupid. I shouldn't have too much trouble getting close, especially if I don't let them see me, which we've got a hill in front of us, and we've got cover as well if we need to use it, so we should be fine here. We got 8 minutes before the end of their drink time. We just need to get up in this stand, and we will be good. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, hi, doggo. Whew. Oh, that's perfect, bro. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I can get some incredible footage from here. Yeah, Andrew, we finally got one. After almost a year. Another super rare. Finally. And this one's finally a big rack as well. This is the first big rack whitetail rare I've been able to get. All right, let's 0 to 75 meters, guys. Let's get ready to smoke him. Okay, we got 6.5 out. Gonna wait for him to put his head up. Smoked him. Down he goes. I cannot believe that, man. So insane. Spine, spine, spine. No, don't scream spine. It's 6.5, so they die pretty slow. Let's get him. Oh, it's max weight. It's max weight. We got a max weight piebald. That's only my second max weight super rare with herd management. That is only my second max weight rare I've been able to get with HM over the, like, what, 3 years we've used it? Or something crazy like that. Oh my gosh, man. It feels good to get another super rare. Like I said, it's been 10 months, so almost a year since our last one. That's insane. That's so insane. Look how wonky he is as well. Oh my gosh, dude. That is such a sick super. That's such a sick super. I don't think it gets any better than that. That's like amazing. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, man. Another piebald. Right after I got done editing the first half of this video, another piebald shows up. What is our luck with the rares recently? This is rare number 5 in 469 kills. That is the most rares I've ever got in one grind like this early. Obviously, grinds that lasted for thousands of kills, we managed to get more than this, but this is a crazy number of rares so quickly. I just really hope that this means that we'll have a shot at getting another super rare like somewhat soon, because man, our map is on freaking fire right now. Smoke that guy with the 308. And here I thought that insane super rare was going to be the last trophy that we showed off in this video, but of course when I get on to record the outro, I end up finding this guy right here. That is crazy. What a beauty. 219.46. Little bit of a twisty rack as well. What a beautiful whitetail. That is awesome. That is super awesome. A nice little surprise at the end. What? Another one? No, this has to... What? Are you... What? Huh? I really... What? I don't know what to say. This is the very next zone. I just killed the other piebald right here. And now we've got another one in the very next zone. Dude, this is ridiculous. I've never had rares like this. I've never had so many rares show up in one grind so quickly. Like I just said, we're only 470 kills in. This is rare number 6. I mean, all of them have been piebald, which is the most common rare whitetail. But regardless, that is awesome. I'm just at a loss for words. This is going to be just a crazy video. Even crazier than it already was going to be with the super rare. But to add on top of it, we just got 2 more piebalds on top of all the ones that were already going to go in this video. I just don't even know what to say. Also, I probably should have shot that guy too, but this was a little more important. What is happening? This might be the first time ever where I have 2 piebalds in a row in my codex without actually stacking them. Like, this was no stacking at all. They just happened to spawn on this run at the same time. That's nutty. Let's actually take a look at that, because I want to see this. Yeah, look at that. Piebald, Piebald. I mean, the rest are commons because, you know, we have been grinding a little bit today to do the intro to this video, and I don't like to leave a run unfinished, but this very next run, we got freaking double Piebald back to back. That's insane. You know, that insane super rare whitetail is going to be one of those trophies that I don't think I'll top anytime soon. At least for whitetail. I don't think we're going to be able to get a whitetail trophy that is more impressive and insane than that guy right in here. Because my gosh, he is just such a freaking monster. The only way I could ever see us topping this is if we manage to somehow get a melanistic or albino that scores even higher, or eventually get that typical rack or an ultra rare. That's pretty much the only things that can beat this whitetail trophy, and the chances of getting any of those are incredibly low. So this will likely be our best whitetail trophy for a long time to come. This is just a beast. It is an insane whitetail, and I can't believe we managed to get it. It had been 10 months since we had got our last super rare, and this was a great way to break that bad luck streak. If you guys want guides on how to do herd management to get yourself some larger males more often and possibly get more super rares because of it, be sure to check out my herd management guides playlist. It has all the different guides that I've done on herd management so that you too can get these crazy trophies like this. It has been a while since I've updated those guides, so keep in mind that some elements may be out of date, but the ideas in the videos are still relevant, aside from like placing tents directly on top of zones and, you know, shooting from them, then going to the other side and then shooting back and them not being spooked, because obviously they changed that. But everything else should be accurate in there, so be sure to check it out if you want to learn how to do HM. And thank you guys once again for watching. This has been a crazy little video. It's also been a while since we've taken a stroll around the lodge during this outro. This used to be my thing back when I would, you know, do my videos in the first year or so of the channel. We used to do this all the time, so hopefully that brings back a little nostalgia for you guys, because this is something we used to do all the time. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment down below. And hit the like button if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!